Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to another live stream. Welcome back to another episode of Shameless FC for you guys. As per usual, going to go through everything surrounding the top six, and Spurs and Leicester City as well. But we'll also delve into the England game, I guess. But I didn't really watch too much about it. That all depends on if you guys did. But 4-0, fucking hilarious, man. Thank God I don't really support England as much as Chelsea, because otherwise it would just be pain from all angles. But we move. Big up everyone that's locked in. Check out everyone's channels and socials down in the description below. And yeah, let's get straight into it. Neil, how's your week been and everything? You all good, bro?
All good, man. I mean, I'm kind of missing football because international for me don't count. So yeah. Otherwise, bring back the Premier League. Let's see it doing nothing, bro. We're not even released our home kit yet. We're just lagging behind in life at the moment.
Join the club, bro. Join the club.
Oh, is it? Same with you.
We ain't leaked anything. We ain't signed nobody. We're monitoring FC for the next 3 months. Yeah.
Interest FC.
Yeah, interest.
I'm in that boat, man. So
all that bollocks,
all vibes for the next so long. But yeah, good to be on. It's been a while.
Has been a while. There's been a lot that's happened over the last week, so we've had to take a little break for memorial reasons. But yeah, Igal, what are you saying, bro? You all good?
Yeah, man. I'm just chilling, just here, back on the channel, just saying what up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, good to have you on as well. Again, channel description, everything's down in the description below, so check it out. Flawless as well. What are you saying, my guy? You all good?
Yo, blessed, man. Always love being on the channel. Love being on Shameless FC, man. Always good. Big up to the chat, man. Yo, blessed for having me. It's always good. And Ryan just left. You know what I'm saying? So things is looking up, optimistic and that. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Love that. Love that. You know what I'm saying?
How you doing, Ryan, like that?
What do you mean? You acting like
you ain't seen enough Shameless episodes.
You acting like you miss him. You know what I'm saying? You miss him. Yeah. You invite him on your channel again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I see.
Yeah, and as well, what are you saying? How's everything been?
Yeah, good. Been busy. But yeah, we finally got Haaland. If he hadn't have come, people would have been on my case, but he came, so that's good.
I don't think it was even a surprise at this point. We'll start with Man City anyway, because on a level, I haven't seen such a hype for a Man City player in fucking years. I don't know what it's been like actually as a City fan, but what's it been like since Haaland's actually been announced and all the speculation and everything's been done?
I mean, it's the first time that we've actually gone after a superstar and got him, because usually we kind of, even Aguero was amazing, but he wasn't the most sought player in Europe at the time. Do you know what I mean? He was just a very good player. So yeah, I think Haaland's the first signing that we've got where it's wow, he could have gone Real Madrid or, Barcelona sort of thing. So yeah, I think it's interesting because City don't normally go for them sort of signings. They normally go for maybe the signing below, that sort of thing. So yeah, it's nice to see. Obviously he has got links to Man City, which is why I thought he would come to City. And it's right, that's what he's done. So it's interesting how you can buy someone when you're not so good, and it can lead to you getting someone that you need when you are good. So yeah, it's nice to see. Flawless is buzzing, as you can tell. He's going to finally see Haaland in Manchester. It's all right. You can come with me, and
I swear to God, if I could choke you through the screen right now, would I hate you? I swear down.
You know what? Manchester United could have signed Haaland a year ago, but they didn't want to because of the whole selling clause.
What's the clause? What's the selling clause?
You know when he went to Dortmund, they had a release clause. Manchester United is nah, we're not buying you if you want to put a release clause in.
Yeah.
What his
agent wants
release.
Yeah, it was the same thing with us last summer as well. He wanted a get out clause in his contract with Chelsea too. That's why we didn't go for it. I don't think we had a number on it. It probably would have been around the 100 million region or something. But that's what personally turned me off from the deal, because it was clear that we were just a stepping stone, and he had his eyes set on going to Spain.
Yeah, the reason why he went to Dortmund was because at the time Ollie was in charge, and Ollie used to manage Haaland, if I'm not mistaken, or he worked with him somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
What? Was that incorrect?
Yeah, no, you're
No,
correct.
no,
You're correct.
Okay, so
I think
what
he did
happened
manage
was,
him or he worked with him. You're right.
Oli was one of the reasons why he was thinking he might come. But what happened was Dortmund said, we'll put a release clause in, we'll do whatever it takes to get you. Where Manchester United said, no, if you want a release clause, you're not going to come to Manchester United. You need to remove that release clause in order to come to Manchester United.
It depends. It depends on what the release clause was, because I think we all look at Haaland and know that at some point, whether it was City he was going to go to, whether it's Chelsea, whether it's United, he's going to end up in Spain at Real Madrid or Barcelona, and it's going to be a big money move. So let's say the release clause was 100 million. That's not enough. Now, if the release clause was 200 million, different conversation. So because I don't know what the number was, I'm unsure, but Haaland would have died.
I've seen 150. I think it was around that region.
I don't think 150 is enough. If we're looking at where Haaland's
considering where it's going,
where he's going to go, 150.
Neymar was 220
as well. Yeah. Football just keeps going up in terms of fees.
So, anyway. 150 is though.
Cheap. Well, yeah, go on, yeah.
Like, I'm not too bothered about that. Like, a lot of people have mentioned it. Like, at the end of the day, if he comes and he's excellent for us for 5 years or whatever it is, and then he leaves for 150 million, it's not the end of the world. Like, it really isn't. If you buy someone for 51 and they leave for 150 after doing what they do, then it is what it is. I think when Aguero came, it was like he's leaving for Spain every single year. For the 10 years he was here, he's leaving for Spain. Same with David Silva. It happens every time we buy a player. It's like they're going to leave. They're going to go back to Spain. And it just depends where City are, because if City are where we are now and Barcelona are where they are now and Real Madrid are where they are now, he might not necessarily go to any of them clubs. It depends what he does at City. If he wins a Champions League at City, he doesn't necessarily need to move on. I think the only way he will move quickly is if we're just getting nowhere near the Champions League and he sees it as, I want to win that now. I've won the Prem 3 times or whatever it is. I want to win the Champions League. Then he could leave. But it's always a risk, because it's like Sane left City to win the Champions League, went to Bayern Munich, and then they won it when he was not a player yet. And then they haven't won it since. So there's no guarantee that he's going to actually go and win it. And it happened with Hazard. Hazard's just won it now. How many times has he been to the club that have just won it, you know? So I don't know. It's one of them. We'll have to see what happens. But I'm not really too worried, to be honest.
I don't think Haaland's going to leave.
I don't.
It's too obviously he picked you guys for a reason. We're going to have to see. At this moment in time, Jan, does anybody come to Man City and leave?
I mean, it's more that we don't renew their contract. If you think of all the good players that have left Man City, apart from Leroy Sané, I think Leroy Sané is probably the biggest star that we've wanted to keep, and he's not wanted to stay. Everyone else, it's like we either didn't renew the contract or they weren't good enough anyway. So I think he'll get what he needs at City. I think he will. But I don't know. Like I say, if he comes, wins us the Champions League and goes, he's done, do you know what I mean? Something that's never been done before at City. So I don't know.
He kind of has to, because there's so much pressure on him now. But I don't even think it'll really hit him too much based off his mentality. But he has to come in and win a Champions League for you guys.
I mean, I actually think the first season, I think Alvarez will. I'm excited for him. And the reason why I'm excited for him is I think all the pressure is going to be on Haaland. And I think it takes a lot of pressure off him. And he's quite clinical. Like when I watch him, I'm excited to see him. So I think he'll be all right. I think the Champions League, City look like we're getting closer and closer. So if he does say 5 years, I would expect him to have won it in that time. Do you know what I mean? Or maybe even 3 years. It just depends how it goes. But
yeah, no, because you guys that's the only focus now at this point. Let's be real. Yeah. I don't even know who's going to come close to Man City next season. Like, we were all talking about it backstage. We're saying this is vibes FC for everyone for the whole season, because I don't see us going for a league title. I said I think we're one Arsenal big transfer window away from potentially being in another top 4 race. United, you lot are in transition. Liverpool, like,
we on good vibes though.
We on league anyway. Yeah, I'll be in good vibes when we actually make some fucking transfers, innit? Until then,
you've been stressed, man.
You made a transfer.
You lost. You know what I'm saying? You lost Rudiger. You lost Aspilicueta. You lost Alonso. You're gonna lose R9. You lost that Danish Don. You lost a lot of people. I understand that, man. I'm saying, yeah, I hear that, man.
That's not funny, man.
It is funny. It's hilarious, bro.
Yo, I heard there's benches in the
you, bro.
All of these
I've been
bullshit.
trying to mourn the whole weekend, and you all been laughing at me. I can't be arsed.
Lewis,
Is he left?
one of the people saying Lukaku's
Don't awe him. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't
There ain't
do you know how many
sympathy out here.
penitentiaries I had to put up with?
No
Hold
sympathy.
that, bro.
Yeah,
Your
you
carefree
have to-
Louis
you have
Sheedy
to
shouldn't
put
affect
this
you, bro.
over
I'm saying,
Hold
my
that.
Serious, my favorite player left. I didn't get no
Yeah.
awe.
Waiting for the moment to pull that up, innit, dickhead.
It's okay. I'll get out of the way then. I won't talk.
That's cold.
Yeah, you said the side
That
name.
was amazing. Honestly.
It's all good. Now you don't have to see
You know
me.
the
I
worst
won't break the
part is this is
screen.
a double barrel because this just reminds me when my Twitter account got bagged as well. By La
Even
Liga.
more
that-
reason.
that-
They've
Hold
been
that.
fucking me
That, you
for
know
the
what?
last
Nah, I
6
feel
months.
sorry for you, man. Innit? But you can
Your
get that back.
account got bagged.
Okay,
because
here's
Christensen?
what was.
No, it got
here's
bagged
what was-
because of La Liga, not
yeah,
by
here's what we'll
Christian.
say though, innit? La
La
Liga may
Liga
have took
took
your
Hazard,
favorite.
then they
your
took us
favorite
out the
player.
Champions League, then they
Yeah,
took my
La-
Twitter account, and now they
That is
took
true.
Maldini. I can't be
Okay,
bothered,
all right.
bro.
So
You
La
don't
Liga,
just
they
put
did
that
take.
up. We got this.
They did take your Champions. They did take your Champions League. You can't get that back. They did take your Twitter.
No.
account. You can get that
Hazard
back, fam.
won it, so it's basically.
You can get that. You can get that back, fam.
That's not
You
how
know
it
what I'm
works,
saying?
bro.
Yeah, it don't
Otherwise,
work
Leicester
like that,
City
fam.
would have 2 Premier Leagues with Kante.
Can you just let me have something, please?
Nah,
I
fam, you have
fucking hell,
nothing.
bro.
You have
No,
nothing.
The amount of
Hold
bullshit you
Hold
put
that.
us through.
Hold
What
that.
have I put
Hold
you
that.
guys
Hold
through?
that.
Hold that.
Let's
What
see
have
why
I
all
put
the
you
episodes
guys
we've
through?
had.
We're having a serious debate. And
Flawless,
you're flash
maybe I can
Christensen across.
understand that, but what have I put
Maybe.
you through?
Wait,
No,
what?
no, Lewis.
Maybe. Do you just
Yeah,
say maybe?
I kind of
What
get
is
you
your
a little
obsession
bit,
with
but
Christensen?
Neil, I don't get you, bro. What have I done to
Maybe.
you?
My
No,
channel
it's not.
fucking looks like
It's not
Stamford
you.
Bridge.
It's all
and
of
you
us.
said maybe.
Yeah,
The
you're
bullshit
welcome for that.
penitentiaries you've
This
been
guy's
editing and
fucking-
putting
One
up, started the
second.
penitentiaries.
Can someone
Hold
please
this.
explain
You
to
put yourself in jail. I'll
Someone
leave
please
that there.
explain to
That's
me.
going up for the rest of the
Twitter
stream, bro.
put
Yo,
me in
yo,
jail,
allow
bro.
him, innit?
Explain
Allow
to
him.
me
innit?
why
Allow him.
at 3 a.m. every day for like a year you've been tweeting about Christensen.
AC happy hour, bruv. It was for awareness.
I forgot about that. That's an
We-
awareness.
Why?
You know.
Yo, you
Yeah,
guys
'cause
need
no
to
one
allow
knew
my
it
guy
existed.
Lewis in it.
Yeah, no one knew he
It hurts
existed.
when
That's
you-
why. No one knew.
It hurts when you play
Any-
the
Yeah,
He's
but
very
single
nice.
handedly put him on the map, bruv.
You get me? Andreas Pepto Bismol Christensen, as you lot call him, always got a stomachache before big
Nah,
games.
don't worry,
Sorry,
don't
sir.
worry, Lewis. I'm on your side here, bro. Like it
Shut
hurts.
up,
when
You got
bro.
Ryan with you.
play
Well
leagues,
done,
innit?
fam. You
I'm
got
on his
Ryan
side.
with you.
I'm on his side, Lewis, man. Don't worry.
You got Ryan with
Just
you.
ignore the haters in it. Ignore the haters, man.
Ignore the haters.
Ah,
innit?
you got tag team.
Oh,
Ignore the
ooh,
haters
friends.
and let's let Ryan talk. Ryan, let's talk about Liverpool, bro.
Let's talk about Darwin Nunez.
We have to.
Yeah, talk to me about Darwin
Yeah,
nonsense,
there
bro.
we go.
You
Yeah.
That
sign
was
him.
a chess move. That was
What
a chess
we
move.
He's outscoring Haaland, apparently.
I'm
Damn.
gonna switch
Word
your
on the
background. Take it off me, bro.
Yo, Ryan, you don't seem happy. You signed a player.
Yeah, Yana, I keep telling you to not listen to what top Reds are saying on Twitter, innit? I keep telling you that. Like
Darwin nonsense.
this
is
Haaland
brilliant.
Nunez
That
thing,
is
like,
A1.
it's actually so disrespectful to Haaland. It's so
Darwin
disrespectful to Haaland to compare Nunez to him, man.
Oh.
Honestly.
I mean, the thing is, he could even outscore him because you
Oh my
get that where you have a season where a player is just insane. But
Yeah, but only one of them's going to be
Not
holding the
better than-
Premier League at the end
even
of the
if he does
season, and
that.
it's not going to be Nunez. Let's be real.
mm,
But Haaland's going to probably win the league. We ain't winning no league like next
Probably.
season.
Do you think Liverpool will
I'll
win
be
the
real,
Champions
like,
League?
this is
So
If
Ryan,
City
Ryan,
don't
so-
win the league, there's big questions asked.
Yeah, so
There's
Ryan,
no
so
way
Ryan,
they're
if you don't win the
PSG.
league or Champions
Going
League,
into
you
Ligue
Klopp
1.
out. Are you looking at Klopp funny if you don't win the league or Champions League?
looking at Klopp.
I'm looking at Klopp. I'm not saying I'll be Klopp out, but I'm strongly questioning him because
Strongly,
now the
okay, so
pressure's
why
What
on.
are you,
not?
what are you
Why
questioning
not?
about him, bro? Because we've spoken
No,
about this on
No,
Q and A's,
Lewis,
but talk
Lewis,
to
he
me.
said strongly questioning him. So this is more than regular questions. Talk to us, Ryan.
Yeah, let's hear this, bruv.
Why are you laughing? Why?
Yeah, that wasn't even that funny. Why are you
Dickhead.
laughing like that? That's
Oh
not even
my
funny.
god,
Yeah, why are you laughing?
you are a proper dickhead.
Why?
Oh my god.
That's what he said. Why am I a proper dickhead for reiterating what he said? He didn't say questioning. He said strongly questioning. I'm like, rah.
Guys,
All right, this needs to
have
be
you seen-
discussed.
have you seen the Liverpool fans saying that Darwin Nunez is going to outscore
Darwin
Haaland?
nonsense is.
That's what. Yeah, that's what I'm
That's-
saying.
That is nonsense. That's ridiculous.
I keep
I
telling
think that-
all of you to
Haaland
not
gets
listen to
injured.
top Reds on Twitter.
What, you
I
don't
keep
like your
telling
own
all of you
fan?
to not listen to top Reds on
Red.
Twitter. But you
Hey,
never
no, I
listen
don't
to me,
blame
like,
him on
stop
that. I
listening.
despise our fan base. With a
Oh, don't tell
passion.
me about top Reds.
I despise my fan base.
My fan base back Oli.
Yo,
I'll never
I've
forgive
spent the
you.
last
Top
48
Reds.
hours arguing with them about Kante. They're fucking brain dead.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm like Switzerland. I get along with everyone. The Arteta out people, the top Reds or whatever.
Are you Arteta? We're gonna get onto that about you and Arteta in and Arteta out.
I'm
We're
cool
gonna
with
smoke in a
everybody.
minute.
I'm cool with
Yeah,
everybody.
Yeah, talk about
That just means
Arsenal
you
now,
stay.
innit?
That just means you
Arsenal
stay
is
on the fence
Actually,
again.
we're
more
talking about-
Arteta out people
Nah.
hate me than the thing.
No,
But
get
anyways,
back to
let's
your.
get back to let's
Yeah,
get
the
back
strong
to Darwin
questioning,
Nunez.
man. Nah,
Yeah,
let's get back to
Darwin
that.
and
Yeah,
Kaku. Let's
We
get
weren't done
into
with
it,
Darwin
bro.
Nunez. Guys,
Darwin,
Manchester
Darwin,
United
bro.
used to get made fun of. Man City used to get made fun of. Chelsea used to get made fun of. Everybody used to get made fun of by Liverpool.
Arsenal
fans,
still
you
get
know?
made fun of. You know
And
what I'm
now,
saying?
yeah, we
I
always
make
get
fun
made
out of our club.
But now Liverpool are now joining the party and spending 100 million euros on a player. Do you guys think this is a big deal? Or
I know that's right. Yeah, that fact.
They've
It's
spent
because,
peas
like,
though.
nah.
They've spent money. But
they've
go on,
never
Ryan.
spent 100
Like, the
million euros.
excuse-
Not 100 million, but they've spent big money. Before.
Yeah, they have. Yeah,
Van Dijk
Yeah,
was
because
what,
you know
70
what, like,
million?
75.
Allison,
You know, like,
70
oh,
million.
you know, like,
Allison 60%.
No, but you know that quote
Alisson was
Klopp
67,
came
Van
out
Dijk
with.
was 75.
Yo, because managers contradict themselves all the time. Klopp knows to compete with City, he has to spend money. He knows this.
Yeah,
You are not gonna be at the top level of like football and don't spend money. You have to spend it.
That's
to
but
be
that's how it
successful.
is across the world, and that's how it's always been. It makes me
Yeah.
laugh when people act surprised that the teams with the most money tend to consistently win. Like you can win on a one-off, like you can do what Leicester did, what Liverpool
Facts.
have done to an extent. But I think Leicester are a better example actually, because I think Liverpool weren't seriously competing until they got the Van Dijks and the Alisson. Like they were getting there, don't get me wrong, they got to a Champions League final, they were doing well. But I think
Yeah, we got to the Champions League final with
had-
Van Dijk. Van
no,
Dijk took us to
oh
a
yeah, Van
Champions
Dijk
League
was there,
final.
yeah. But I
Van Dijk
think
So he
came in
lost
that
two
middle of
finals.
the season,
Yeah.
we went on to get-
All right,
they
okay.
took you from
Crazy.
A to B. A was just being all right, and B was where you were competing for trophies. Do you know what I mean? So I think everyone needs it. I think this whole money argument, like, yeah, there are clubs that spend a lot of money, but you can't try and tell me that just because Benjamin Mendy cost 50 million, he's better than all the other left backs in the league, because he's really not. So sometimes it's not just about spending; it's about spending the right money on the right players.
Smart.
Yeah,
Liverpool,
like Darwin Nunez, yeah.
Liverpool bought Van Dijk for 75 million, which is a hell of a lot of money. But no one cares anymore because he's turned out to be one of the best,
Brilliant
if not the
signing,
best,
yeah.
centre backs, in Europe at the moment. So it's one of them things. When you are that player, that money thing doesn't matter anymore. It's just one of them
I do
things.
feel like our top red fan base like takes this whole, when they
mentioning
compare
them.
Klopp to Pep and say,
He's a top red.
you
He's
know,
a top red,
No,
Neil.
Ryan, forget that. Why would you be strong?
let
So
him
you've
cook.
already said no before he cooks, because he said he thinks City will win the league. He don't think Liverpool will win the Champions League. They're the two major trophies. He said he will strongly question Klopp. Why will you? And what would these questions be? This is why I want to get to.
why is it that we've got best goalkeeper in the league, if not the world, best right back in the world for me, best centre back in the world for me, one of the best left backs in the world, the so-called one of the world-class DM. No, I think Fabinho world-class DM, one of the best midfielders in the world in Thiago, and apparently the best player in the world in Salah up front. But yet we've only ended up with one Premier League and one Champions League in a period of 4 to 5 years. And then,
Maybe
like,
because-
this season...
Should it be a top 4 side?
So are you
No,
saying
like,
your team's
why is
overrated?
it? I mean, I think...
So maybe the team's
just
just better
think-
than you, though. But you think City are better. This is what I don't understand. This is where it falls down. All jokes aside, you genuinely think City are better than you. So you falling short is where you should be. Surely.
Only a couple points
yeah,
short.
I do
Not
think
like
City are
20.
better than us. And I think
Yes.
Pep is...
So how
I
can you
think Pep is
criticize
just
him for
levels
being where
above
he's
Klopp.
at?
I've always thought
Yeah.
that.
So you
Like,
think
Pep's the best
better
manager
than
around
Yeah,
the
teams.
team.
based on that, you should be finishing
You're right.
second.
I've been speaking to so many deluded Liverpool fans that I haven't spoken to in a while. So
Yeah,
this
but
is
you can
very
join in that group for a minute.
This-
You can join in that group. Yo.
This is breathtaking, right? I just need to ask you, what did you think about the parade? Since you're so like pessimistic over everything.
How was the we drew 0-0 to Chelsea twice parade?
A parade of failure. It was embarrassing.
Man called it a
It
parade.
was
Of
literally
Did you?
embarrassing. I didn't go.
course he
No,
was
I
right.
didn't
Yeah,
go.
Mason
I
Mount
said
parade.
if
Aye,
I
that's
said
a
if
good
you win the
take, you
Champions
know.
League, I'd go. I said if
You
you win the
You weren't
Champions
singing
League,
"One
I'd
Kiss is
go.
all it takes" with Trent and everybody.
It's
Yeah, but you brought
embarrassing,
Calvin
bro.
Harris
It's a
out to a
parade of
losers
failure.
parade. Like, what the fuck?
Nah, they won
It's
2
about
trophies,
a
man.
day after losing a Champions League final. I'm still fucking hurting. I'm hurting now. I'm still hurting
You're hurt
now.
now. I can
after
tell
it.
it. We can
But
hear it in
those
your
guys
voice,
have
man.
been
Tell us more, man.
And you got 500,000
Tell us more. Jan Shaw,
you
man.
know, fans going to a parade to
Jan
celebrate
Shaw,
failure.
Yeah, Eddie
Yeah,
just
sure.
said I would have been front row 100%. I would have been flinging my shirt. I don't care.
Jan
Why
Shaw,
haven't
man.
we been doing this when Man United were losing Champions League finals? 'Cause
Yo,
that
Jan, what is wrong? Jan.
Wow.
I don't see
But
Shaw,
Ryan,
man.
Well,
Ryan,
you're
I'm
on
not a
the
Liverpool
final
fan,
parade.
but I
Shaw,
disagree
mute
with
yourself,
you.
man. No
I
idea.
think the parade good for the fans. The fans watched the whole season. They seen the team the whole season.
Fuck the
You
fans,
still
man.
ended up with
What
2
did the team win?
trophies. You still ended up with 2 trophies, and they celebrating the 2 trophies with the fans.
Of course, you'd
So-
say that when your
bro,
club does FA Cup
The 2
trophy parades.
trophies.
Yeah.
You know
We
what?
were
Yeah,
Your
go on,
FA
Ryan.
We didn't
Carry on.
end
Your
up
FA,
with
your
2,
FA
and it
Cup
came a
trophy
day after
parade was
losing a
actually
Champions
cancelled
League
due
final.
to bombing threats. So
So
No,
Ryan,
no, no, no,
you know what I
no. It
get
was
out?
going to
You know
be a
what I
double
think?
parade because we won the league that season.
don't
You are
care what
not
you
doing
think.
that.
Do you know
No,
what I
no,
think it is though?
your parade was cancelled due to a bomb threat. Let's not lie.
Yes, the Premier League trophy parade because we won the league that season, not the FA
No,
Cup
it was
trophy
the
parade.
year. It was the year after when Conte won it.
2018, no, but the bomb threats were 2017.
No, the bomb threat was in.
You
Dortmund
lot
Stadium.
didn't have a 2017 trophy parade.
No, you guys. I'm talking about you guys. Having
Right, but did you have an
2018
FA Cup 2017 trophy parade?
No, we did not.
Why is that?
I don't
Bomb
know.
threats. The same reason why our League One got cancelled too. But in 2015 and 2014, you had FA Cup trophy parades. That's
That
why
was-
ours got
But back
cancelled.
to
The
FA
reason
Cup.
why we did it back
Wait,
then.
you man.
The
But
reason
back
why
to
we did it
FA.
back then-
But back to FA Cup parades. Ryan, talk to us in it. So to get me, continue what you were saying, man, about the parade and how you're still hurt about the Champions League.
Yeah,
loss
I'm
the
still
day
hurt.
before.
Yeah, talk to me about it, bro.
Yeah, talk to us, man.
We were on to win a
Go on.
quadruple, and yet we ended
Yeah.
up with the 2 shittish trophies. Let's be real. Like
Yeah.
at the end of the day,
Trophies are
any
trophy,
Liverpool
though.
fan who says this season's a success is just lying. Like we were on, like with the. Oh my days! Not again. This happened last night.
Reverse Neil off, Lolo. Oh my
No, that
god.
wasn't me.
I don't even know who did that as well. I legit
Nah,
don't
that
even
wasn't
know.
I'm gonna
me,
get another
man.
one
I
up,
was pouring one out for your trophy parade.
I mean, sipping H2O in it. You know, like let's go. But go on, carry on, Ryan. More tears, fam. I love
At
Ryan
least-
tears. He's a great yo.
Like
He lies
with the
his
team
vodka.
we have, like
This is
with the
great.
team we have, we should be winning.
Ryan
con-
tears-
especially
Ryan's tears
considering
he's
how
sipping.
far we went. We should be winning at least one of the big 2. But yet we had a parade a day after losing a Champions League final. Losing a Champions League final in which we were favourites for, and we have a parade. Like what?
But
is
you
that
know
about?
what?
Favourites for against
Yo,
Liverpool.
you know what's
Hey,
great though?
Real Madrid.
He was so confident. No, he was so
Yeah, but I
confident
think we were
about his
favourites to win
quadruple.
against Real Madrid. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
the thing is flawless. If you're going to be
Yeah.
if you're going to be confident about a quadruple, he started the beginning of the season going, "We're going to get the quadruple." And the closer it physically got, and it actually mathematically got,
Yeah.
the more he backtracked. And I
Yeah.
don't understand
You know what it was?
Ryan.
Neil,
it made
Neil,
no
you know what it was?
sense.
He understood. You know what it was? He understood because he had said quadruple. He understood being in a content creator space. If they don't win it, the backlash he was going to receive. This man don't tweet. He don't tweet no more.
I'm like that.
He
I'll
don't
give
tweet
you
no
that.
more. Yeah, but you didn't tweet because you didn't get cooked. He tweeted.
Yeah,
He
that's
don't
the
tweet 'cause he
thing.
got cooked.
That's the thing.
He
You're
don't
put in
tweet.
a position for that.
He
Oh,
legit doesn't tweet because he got cooked.
By who?
He got he
Liverpool
put out a
fans,
tweet
the
saying,
top Reds.
he said Reece James is better than Trent, and he got cooked, and he don't.
And they
tweet no
pulled
more.
out
No,
his
no,
whole
I said
Salah
that- I
tweet
said
and
that in-
everything.
I said that in,
they
like,
pulled it out.
November.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Trent's
he
better
ain't
than
tweeted
him
since
now.
November.
Trent's
You know what I'm
better than
saying?
him now because Trent's actually.
Like, this
improved
guy
his
don't
defense.
tweet, man.
Trent's
This guy was
back
outside,
in
got
form
punched in the
now.
mouth, and went inside and never came back outside. He ain't in these Twitter streets.
Nah,
Well,
Trent's
that's
the best
good for
right back
you.
in the world now. So
What was that, Jan? What you say?
No comment. Anyway,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
what I
when
was
saying
gonna
nothing.
say, what
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Hold that.
is I think the issue with the parade is I think like when people say, "Oh, you paraded this trophy," I think it depends on the club because, for example, when a team that are not expected to win anything win a trophy, they will then parade that trophy. So if Burnley won an FA Cup, they're gonna have a parade.
yeah, of course.
If City win just an FA Cup, they're probably not going to parade just because they tend to parade when they win the league. But I think the problem Liverpool had was they announced it too early. So it's kind of like I think they assumed they were going to win one of the big 2.
Bit like Ryan.
So once it's been announced now, you can't backtrack. So I think they should have waited and saw what happened because like City didn't obviously announce a parade. until we have the trophies won. Then they announce the parade. But I think with Liverpool, because a lot of your fans come from Ireland and stuff like that, they had to announce it earlier. But I just think the way that it went, it's a bit the day after losing a Champions League final. It's not the time really.
Yeah. You want to know something? I in my field of work, I had to know that when streets are closed and everything. So they were telling us that Liverpool's parade was originally planned the day after the Premier League was over. And they changed it once they found out that they qualified to the Champions League final. They changed it to after the Champions League final. But it was originally supposed to be the day after the league. They thought they were going to win the league.
Yeah.
I can't lie, it just moves hella broke. It's like, oh, we've gone to all this trouble, we put all this money aside for the parade. We might as well do one. And it's like, well, why?
I mean,
the season ain't a
for the
success.
fans, guys. It's for the fans. I'm for it.
I mean, I
Let's
get
do an end of
Oh,
season
these
trophy parade, and
fuck
every
these
club
fans,
can
man.
wheel out their players.
Yeah,
Do
fuck
it for the
these
fans. We should have a trophy
Liverpool
parade.
fans as well.
We won the Club World Cup.
Do you know what it is, though? They tried to take the piss out of us because we did a parade when we won the FA Cup. But the thing is, when we won the FA Cup, that was our first trophy in 35 years.
Yeah, but that was your
So
first
it's
trophy
very
in like how
different.
many years, isn't it? Like
In 2011, yeah, that was our first trophy.
that's different, because that
It
was
wasn't a parade.
like how many years?
But it actually wasn't a parade. Basically, it kind of was like a half parade. Like they drove from town to the stadium, and then everyone in the stadium was like there. And then they I went to the stadium. I didn't go to the parade. I just went to the stadium, and then they came in. But that was because we didn't know any trophies were going to follow, because you just never know. No one ever knows when the trophy drought is going to start. I'm sure the last trophy United won, they thought we'll kick on from here and win the league, and obviously it didn't happen, innit? Well,
even we didn't have a parade.
Why are you
when we
smiling?
won
Don't
this.
smile at me, woman. Don't smile.
You don't know. We don't know. City, that
Don't
could
do
be
that.
City's last trophy of the Premier League. For
Okay,
ages,
right.
we don't know.
Yeah, let's
Who
hope
knows?
so. I'm saying.
No, you don't want to say that.
Yeah, I do want to say
You don't
that.
want
Yes.
that.
Yes,
You
I do
don't.
want that. Why would I want
Why
City to be
not?
successful?
What, you want Liverpool to go back to back?
No,
to
I
back?
don't want Liverpool to be successful either. How did you get 1 + 1
Who do
equals
you
3?
want to be successful?
happened? My own team, Manchester United. That's it. Leicester are
I don't
cool.
know, but if
I'm
Manchester United can't win it, who would you rather have win it? Liverpool or
Everton.
City?
Everton.
Everything, you know.
Give it to Everton. Be just to see Liverpool tears, or even Spurs just to see Arsenal tears.
How about on the screen right here? You'd rather have Leicester? You'd rather have Chelsea win over Liverpool and City?
Oh, no, Leicester definitely.
What about Chelsea?
Chelsea, I don't mind.
Yeah,
We
he
got
likes
all the
Chelsea.
same.
He was a
With
Chelsea fan
Chelsea.
last season. He
No,
had
what
his-
it is with
You were
Chelsea.
probably
Nah,
had his,
Chelsea.
shit.
No. I was almost proper Chelsea this year. When
And you
it
were
was like
one and
Spurs,
Golo
third and
Kante
whatever.
fuck up
I
away from
was.
being Chelsea again.
I legit was. It was on the stream, people where like I contemplated. I was like, I'm gonna have to back these man this season. Like
I would
life
have
was
sent
over.
you a shirt and
I played.
everything, bro.
Shut up, Lewis, man. Shut
He's
up,
already
man.
got
Don't
one.
say-
Right,
As
you
we were
was
saying
a
anyway.
fucking-
Now, you know what it is with Chelsea. You know what it is enemy of my enemy is my friend. All this we have
Just
all
for
the
you
same
as
ups.
well, I'll
Okay,
make
that's
it a
why you're a
matter
Tottenham fan
shirt.
also.
Just
I
for you, because
appreciate
you're
it.
my
We have
guy.
all
I'll
the
make it
same
a one
ups.
matter
Like they
shirt.
hate Leeds, we hate
Mohamed
Leeds.
Salah.
They hate
You
City,
got
we hate
one
City.
more.
They hate Arsenal, we hate Arsenal. The list goes on.
Interesting stat. Manchester United spent more time at the top of the table than Liverpool this season.
Yeah, we did. Hold that, Ryan. Hold that.
No, they did. And Spurs, I
Did
think.
they?
as
Doesn't
well. I
matter,
think
it's where
Spurs
you
did as
finish.
well.
When?
The first couple weeks.
I mean,
of
they
the
only
season,
Yeah, because
34
they
points ahead
spanked
of them,
Leeds,
but,
didn't
like,
they?
they actually spent more time, like days spent at the top of the table than Liverpool. Now,
Right, Liverpool were
Yeah,
false
we were
title
barely- we were
contenders.
barely
Let's be
top.
real about it. They were never top, and they
And I
didn't
think-
fucking be a single top four side.
It
Let's
just
be
shows
real
you the
about
Premier
it.
League's a weird league, man. Like
Hey,
last
Gal,
year,
just to back
Leicester-
up,
Nah, Gal, I
just
think
to
it
back
was
your
something
point,
like-
we had 2 years. We were top 4 for every single game, apart from the last 2 games, and then we were
It's
dashed out the
crazy.
top 4.
Yeah. Also,
Every
last year
single-
you spent more time in top 4 last year than Man City, and they won the league.
Us? No, we weren't even. We didn't even. Not
Yeah,
last
because
season.
City
We
struggled
didn't even get
against
out of
the
8th.
season.
started
He's right.
really
Yeah, he's
slow.
actually
Last
right.
season, City were like 7th.
He's right. City started
City, like,
slow, and then they went on a mad run. Nah, he's actually right
It's
still.
mad. The Premier League, honestly, the Serie A has been more competitive than the Premier League when it comes to league titles over the last.
Yeah, we're going to be the Bundesliga next
Yeah.
season. It's just going to be City and everyone else. That's
Oh
it.
yeah,
You
it's
know why?
definitely Bundesliga next season.
Guys,
for
let's be
sure.
honest. Out of all of our teams, who has the most world-class players? It has to be City and Liverpool.
Man
It's
City.
not us.
Without doubt, they're
We've
the
got
two best
4
teams in the
world-class
country.
players, and that's
Yeah.
it.
Man City.
And then
And
you
they
look
spend
at
300
I
million.
think we have about 4. I think we have about 5.
I know our scouting
I think-
system.
I
is
think you have
underwhelming.
7.
World-class players.
I think you have 7, and I think City have like 8 or 9. Yeah, and how many world-class players do you think you have?
25.
Yeah.
She's gonna say.
Look at her smile. Look at her
I think-
smile.
He was like,
Why you
"Too
asking
many
me
to
questions?
count."
Gal,
Ah.
don't do that, man. We don't make you
I think
happier than
João
she already
Cancelo-
is.
Why are you
No,
trying?
Man
Why are you
City.
giving a reason to flex?
Well,
What the
You
fuck?
give a reason to flex. Yo,
You
sure,
can
man.
see
You
some
know what I'm
football
saying?
this season. You can see some proper football. You can celebrate a win. All these things that you don't get to do at home.
Get me a ticket, then innit? I'm pulling up. You know what I'm saying? You say all this shit, now put your money where your mouth is. Give me a
He's
ticket.
going to
innit?
put a bomb threat in the Etihad.
Give me a ticket. Give
I
me a
know,
ticket.
innit? When we
Shut
go
up now,
6-0
innit? Give me a ticket, you prick. You know what I'm saying? I'm pulling up.
Okay, my point
We'll
was.
get you a ticket and tell everyone you're a United fan and duck.
I know. Yeah.
No, Jan's the first one that's dropping him. Trust.
I might
I
actually
know.
get- yeah,
He's coming
I
out
might
with an
do, you know?
elbow from
Yeah.
from AA.
Now, fuck it. I've been the Etihad before. I'll go again. I've been before.
You know, I was trying to go.
I
to
ain't seen a
Etihad.
win
I
there
was
in
trying to
years.
go to Etihad to go see the Champions League game versus PSG. That would have been nice.
Yeah, I went years ago when they played Real Madrid. It was that long ago. It's when Mourinho was in charge of Madrid. I think Benzema scored. The game was 1-1.
Crazy.
Last time I went there was when we
Yeah.
lost 2-1 in 1920, I think.
Did
I haven't
you
seen
go
a
to-
win there since 2016.
Did you go to the 6-0 game?
Yeah. That one was
That
dark.
was the best game
That was mad.
for you.
Why is
Yeah,
so many-
I bet it was. I
Yeah,
bet it
why
was.
are we flexing City? Back to, I don't know.
No,
You're
it was
right.
on
These
my
strong
birthday,
questions
innit?
of
That's
Klopp.
why it was a birthday
What's going
present
on?
for Vera. Like
Let's
he
move
always.
on then.
Yeah,
The
even
City love fest, man. I don't want to hear this bullshit. What is
I
going
was
on?
just- I
You
was
know
just
what?
saying,
You should
they
change
have-
Sarcasm City to Manchester City and just keep it real. Your real
think-
love is City. You can admit it now. You don't have to pretend to be United anymore to be the underdog.
Are
And
you
we
finished?
all know the truth, innit?
Are you finished just lying to the masses, yeah? You just lying to
Manchester
the people.
United still runs Manchester. Let's be honest. You can
We
see
know
it by the
this.
turnout.
Yeah, they're obviously the better club, the bigger club. Obviously, like we all know that they'll probably
United.
always be the bigger.
No,
club.
United don't run no Manchester.
Fucking
No one in
Not
juggernaut.
in recent
United.
times.
No, City are the better team right now, but United are still probably always going to be the bigger club in Manchester. Let's be real.
100%.
Like,
Not
it's still going to
Give
take a
it
long
50
time. For City.
years.
Yeah,
Nah,
it's still going to take a
I
long
think
time
what
for City
people
to
forget,
overtake Man
yeah, but what
United. in the
people
club.
forget about Man United is there's reasons why their fan base is so big, and not all of it is anything to do with football. Like they didn't get very big crowds, and then when the Munich air disaster happened, their crowds like trebled. So a lot of their fans came from things outside of football, and then with the success, it built and built and built. So
So you're saying their fan base came off of sympathy?
yeah. A lot of no, it's true. It's true.
I'm
Google
laughing
it.
at that girl's question.
There's
That
a
girl
lot,
asked a load
there's
of
a
questions,
lot of
isn't it?
Irish
You ain't
people
slick. You know what I'm
that when
saying?
it happened, they decided
Yeah,
that they were
yeah.
gonna support Man United. So
That's why I
that's
just let it
what
slide in it.
happened.
I'm just like, oh, it's what it is. We are juggernaut in it. Like I said, success breeds fans in it. And when you're the most successful over that longer period of time,
Yeah, it's
when
true.
you go
It's
to
true.
any continent, United or a juggernaut, even without being like that's why you're gonna see with regards to
They've
City with
probably
the
got the
success
biggest
they're
fan
having.
base in
Haaland,
football.
yeah.
If we're
Yeah,
being
it will
real.
Go to any
You know what?
workplace in the world, you'll find Man United fans. There's always
we
a
everywhere.
couple wherever
Yeah.
you go.
If you go on
Liverpool and
holiday,
Man
in
United,
the
they're
Caribbean,
everywhere.
anytime
Yo,
you
guys,
go
Find
away,
out, oh
you
yeah,
say,
it's Man
"Oh,
United, and they will
Man
tell you
City-
they're Man United
if you
fans.
say to the
Man
locals,
City-
"Oh, I'm from Manchester," when you go on holiday, the first thing they say is Manchester United. Like it's
Apparently, they
synonymous with
say
United.
City now. That's
Yeah,
the
'cause you lot have had
interesting
success.
thing.
Nah,
you lot have
sure,
had
That's
no,
what I'm
definitely,
saying.
you
know,
That's how mad it
Nah,
is.
she's
A lot of
lying
people
because
like
they've
Roy
had
Hunters.
success.
No, it changes.
See,
to
Ryan,
whoever
when you
says.
have sustained success as a club, that's how it works. You know, not
Yeah,
just one
yeah,
league
yeah.
talent day
You
three
get
years.
glory hunters, yeah.
Yeah.
You know
The
what,
100%.
yeah?
thing is,
Is this
with
the first
United,
time?
with United and Liverpool, they've always been the most successful. So because of that, like you say, a lot of fan bases come from success because nobody. I don't know, like now people have more access, but I know like Kelechi was saying when he was a kid, they couldn't afford Premier League. So they used to watch La Liga. So he was a Barcelona fan because that was the team that he watched. And obviously when he was growing up, it was like Pep's Barcelona. Do you know what I mean? So you're going to support Barcelona. Whereas if he had money for Premier League football, depending on what years he was growing up, I think it would have been like United. So he probably would have been a United fan.
Maybe,
That's just the way it works. You know what I mean?
Maybe Chelsea.
Yo, Lewis, I see you with
Yeah,
that
maybe
bottom,
Chelsea,
man. Get your check,
yeah.
fam. I see you, fam.
Yeah, I
Shining,
forgot.
man.
I forgot to run the thing at the start as well.
Yeah,
So I'm
man,
now
get
trying
your
to
check,
map that
fam.
out.
Plug it now, bro. Plug it
your
now.
check,
You got the
run it.
opportunity.
Get me,
Plug it
promote
now.
it, fam. Your time, man.
Actually-
Get your monies.
Actually, you know what? Cool. 10 seconds. Let's go. Right into it. Needed that. All right, cool. What were we talking about again?
They got Lewandowski and they got Lukaku, which is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, no, they offered me a few free jerseys and I had to run back to them at the last minute and say, get Lukaku off the back of the shirt because I don't want that shit no more. But we're good.
Did you get Grealish on the City one?
Let's get into
Who
that.
got
At
a
least he's going to
City
be there next
What
season.
happened to R9? Lewis, talk to us, man. What happened to R9
What?
this season?
Basically, what happened?
Yeah, that's it. He just disappeared. And that's what I'm saying. That's all you've got, bruv. All this crap. Remember at the beginning of the season when he was like, "They're going to win the league. They're going to win the league," and I was like, "No, it's going to be City. It's going to be Man City for sure."
You know
And,
what? At the
Lewis
beginning of the
decided-
season, City were getting written off.
Oh, look at me. I was right. Can't be off.
Yeah, hold your L, bruv. Hold your L.
I've been holding my L,
Every
bro.
Lewis G can't live up to his own name, and he chose it himself.
Yo, Lewis.
Are
I'm
you
not
done
gonna lie.
now? Are you finished?
Now I can keep going. Do you want me to keep going?
Oh, go on, keep going then. Get it all off your chest. Get it all off your
I don't
I
need to.
didn't
The
see you
background
get
speaks for
this
itself,
season
bro.
at all, though.
Right, got anyone else got anything they want to say?
About what?
Anyone else?
About
Well,
what? What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Who's
R9
taking
Chelsea,
18th position
like,
on the
we can
bench?
go off on all this shit.
That's a good
What was
question.
that?
Probably one of the Cobham lot, innit? You know what I'm saying? And why don't you want
Yeah, he's
Declan Rice,
taking
man? What's
18th
going on?
position
He's
on the
proper
bench.
fucking Chelsea.
Oh,
You don't want Rice.
Why
What's
don't
going
you
on?
want Declan Rice flawless?
I said I would take Declan Rice, but just not as first choice.
No, Tech Rice.
Why the
Just
fuck
not
did you
first
That's
guys
a
go
load of,
in
that's a load of
for
bullshit.
Basuma for
That's
25
a load
million?
of bullshit, bro. You can even hold that
Don't
straight
give me
face. That's a load of arse.
I'm still what I'm saying is, yo, he's
You know,
not a Cobham graduate.
every
He's
single
Cobham.
one of our
Go on,
clubs have been linked to Basuma except for Jans. All
I haven't.
5 of our clubs. Yeah,
They
you
don't,
have.
like,
They don't need
midfielders.
anyone
I don't think
else.
so. Not
They don't
seriously.
need
You were
midfielders.
linked
It could be a
you were linked to
Fernandinho
Basuma
replacement.
as an NDD
Fernandinho
replacement.
Okay, maybe that they could
You were linked to Basuma.
like a Rodri back
You were
That'll
linked
be
to
today.
fine.
Basuma.
Do you know why we're not linked to Basuma though? I
Arsenal
think
were
we
linked to
were, but I think because of all the controversial stuff, the last
The
thing we
case.
need is another one. I can't, after he who must not be named, there's no way we could go for Basuma. As good as he is, because I really like him. And I think he'd be good at City. But just because that's still hanging over his head, I don't think it's possible. But I think Calvin Phillips is the one that we're
That
seriously
makes sense.
going after now.
Did you see him today? I think he knocked 10 million off his valuation after his error today, and that. Like,
Oh, really? I
I
didn't.
see it.
Oh,
Why
is
is
he?
it-
We
He
might
made a
actually
bad
get
error.
interested then.
he made a bad error today.
Thing is, I think I don't rate Calvin Phillips highly in it, but I think at City as a backup,
He's going to
he
be
could
good
do a
then.
job in it.
Find
I
him,
Oh,
right?
don't-
yeah, Ryan don't rate him high.
found-
Sign him today. Sign him today.
Yeah,
No,
No, I said I think he
English
could do
players,
a good
surely.
job as a backup
That's
to
why you're signing
Rodri.
him, right?
Right.
But that's what I mean. Rodri is going to play 9 times out of 10. So we can't buy a Declan Rice and say, right, sit on the bench. It's not going to happen.
He's
You can't.
Cobham
He has
anyway, man. He
start,
needs to go back
you know
to
what I mean?
Cobham, go back home. 100% Lewis, man. Sign him back.
So, yeah, I
Kante's
think Calvin
declining.
Phillips
Declan
should be
Rice.
all right. I don't
I
think.
am
I don't
good.
think he-
I am more than good just because of these brain dead stands that fucking rim his ass every single time he makes a pass or some bullshit. I'm good.
Get
I
off
don't
your
need
chest,
to
Lewis,
stand
man.
up,
What's
bro.
going on, man? Talk to us, fam. What's happening?
What do you mean? I already
We're here
told
for
you
you.
about how shit our team is, how shit our expectations and standards are of a football club, and we're not doing anything. Like, I
I
get
know
we
you-
still got sanctions and everything, but I don't trust the
Yeah.
scouting system. I don't trust our recruitment until I see players on the table. Until then, I ain't trying to hear shit. Show me new players, and for the players that we have, show me consistent performances. Otherwise, you're all on sus watch. And right now, if your name's not Thiago Silva, Reece James, Jorginho, or Kovacic, you're already on sus watch.
So
Wow.
do you
So
trust
it
the
is
new
what it
owners?
is.
It's what it
You
is,
trust the
Lewis.
new
I know.
owners?
Yeah, go on and go.
Do you trust the new owners?
The owners aren't the problem for me. The problem is that we still have the same scouting system, the same recruitment system, and the same negotiation team. That's my problem because these lot are responsible for the last 5-6 years of dog shit transfer windows, and I'm expecting them to pull us out of this mud last season. People are saying don't panic, and our only 2 signings last season, straight off a Champions League win, was Lukaku and Saul. someone who didn't fit our system, and an Atletico Madrid reject who hasn't been good for 5 years.
Wow. Tell us how
Yo,
you feel.
respect Sal, man. Respect Sal. He's a decent player. Still.
Yeah, you lot sign him then.
Yo, we were
Yeah,
linked with him last
They
year.
wanted to sign him, but you guys took
Oh,
him.
How about you
think
lot
it's
sign
good.
him?
And Lewis,
We
I know
actually
you've
think
explained
it's
it, but I
good.
just like hearing about it, innit? So this is why I ask you, you know what I'm saying? It's good to get things off your chest. You don't want
Yeah,
to
no,
bottle
I've already
things up.
spoke about our
Yeah,
attack,
man.
bro. Our
Don't wanna
attack's a
bottle
load
things
of
up, man.
arse. But our midfield, we need reinforcements, but all I'm seeing
nice.
is like good options go to other clubs. Now we need to sort out our defense. We need to basically revamp every position except goalkeeper, which is why I'm saying we're not winning the league next season. Tottenham are looking very dangerous right now with their signings. And if Arsenal start fixing up in the transfer window, I don't even know what we do for top four unless they fix up now.
Man. I wouldn't be too scared of it.
saying,
They got
Ryan?
Thursday, Sunday all season.
Who,
That's the only
Tottenham?
reason they got. No, Arsenal. You said Arsenal.
Oh, yeah, no. But if they have a serious window, that's ifs and buts. They
Yeah,
look
but
like
they
they're
don't have-
monitoring
yeah,
players.
but they
the
don't
same
have
A
way
lot of
we
their
do.
manager.
targets. A lot of
But they
their
don't-
targets
they don't have a
initially.
serious
they're-
manager.
The only
You
reason they
can't.
got closer, the biggest reason they got close to top four is that even though Arsenal have made like improvements, like let's be real, the main reason was they didn't have European football. One game
Exactly.
of the league
And
really,
everybody
really
else
did
fucked
help.
up. Everybody else
Yeah, and
fucked up.
everyone else. Tottenham
We
had a
tried to
disastrous
give them
first half of
birds.
the
We
season,
put it on a
and
plate.
Man United were just shit all season.
Now, to be
Yeah,
honest, I think with
like,
Spurs, because
And Leicester fell off massively as well.
We were miles off.
I think Leicester will bounce back as well. I think Arsenal need to be a bit careful.
Not with
Leicester,
Brendan
you
in
know.
charge.
I'll be real. Leicester have no European football this season. People forget that. And like,
Yeah,
let's
I
be honest,
think
they had a
Leicester
bad
is a good
season.
team.
Previous seasons before, they almost got top four.
You know, but
Yeah,
they're
that's
gonna-
why.
twice,
they're
but
gonna-
it didn't matter.
they're gonna
We
be-
didn't
Just
get
on
it.
this as well, by the way, we were completely wrong about our depth, and that's the reason why we're nowhere near City and Liverpool this season. That and the fact that our starting 11 also needs a lot of fixing
You
up
had
too.
numbers, but you didn't have quality numbers, I guess.
No
That's the
quality,
thing.
bro. Look at our bench. Our bench is a load of waffle, man. Even the starting 11, like, I don't trust anybody up front. Our midfield
Yeah.
is, if it's not Jorginho and Kovacic, I don't trust it. Defense is now, we have one of our best three at the back. And now we're relying on, right now, Chalobah and Sarr. Chalobah, who's all right, but not really at the standard we need right now. And Sarr's a fucking donkey. And if he's playing for us next season, we're fucked.
And also,
Wow.
you put yourself in a compromised position. A, because you said you're going to spend 200 mil. B, because people know that you need defensive recruitment. C, because you're Chelsea, because people will go, right,
We
they know they need improvement. Let me just 25%
defensive
up.
recruitment. Full stop.
No, but
everywhere.
we just look at defense in general. If I'm another club, I'm looking, right, Chelsea wants and they want a defender, right, double the price, because we know you got the money and we know we're gonna. Same thing with Arsenal with
You
the
know
attack.
what?
We know that obviously Lacazette's gone and you got one guy on a free. I'm gonna go, right, you want Osimhen, fine, 100 mil, because you ain't got a shot. You're gonna choose. Because you put yourself in a compromised position. So same thing there. I think on both ends.
Jesters
Yo, Lewis,
as
I've
well.
got a question
Bro,
for you.
Spurs is like 3 points behind us in the league this season, and they're strengthening and we haven't already. They are our closest rivals right now.
And they had
So
Nuno for
there's
the
more
first
of a
3
reason
Give
to
it
worry
give it a
about
couple of years and let's see what happens. Because what it is, Spurs for me is like Tottenham are in love with Spurs because he's that really good looking woman that's out of their league that's going to drain their bank account. And in 2 or 3 years, we're going to see the real Tottenham come back to bite them. So, in my opinion, they've always had the money, but they've never spent it. Now they're starting to spend little bits. I mean, they got a free signing and 25 mil. Again, Basuma's great value. But when it goes wrong for Conte, it goes horribly wrong. And I think it might be next season, to be perfectly honest with you.
Conte's a short-term guy, isn't it? You can't back on
Yeah.
Conte staying
Yeah,
for like
you know
4
what it
years,
is.
2 years.
We all
let's
knew
be
this,
real.
like,
Yeah,
when
but like right now, they're doing what they can to
Nah, they do
appease
well,
them,
but
which
that's
is
the
more
thing
than
is
what
they-
we did.
I think they'll
But
have a
they will
decent.
have
I think they'll have a very
I
good
think-
season next season.
I think we all knew that though. When Conte landed, you know what it is with Conte. Like you know he's gonna have some form of success at any club he goes to, and even getting fourth.
Do you know what? Do you know what I would say about them though? Is like, I think with Levy in charge, it depends what he prioritizes. Because if you're a club who don't really care about the money, it's quite different. So, for example, if he does okay in the league and gets top 4, but he gets knocked out the Champions League early,
They will get
financially
knocked out
the club
Champions
doesn't
League.
make
Yes, they will.
financially the club doesn't make
It's
as much
Conte's
money.
European record.
Because we've seen with Spurs. Spurs had a chance to
true.
win the trophy. I personally think Pep would have still won that trophy. but they had a chance,
I don't
and
know,
they
I still think Mourinho could have done something in that game.
he could have,
It's
but
hard
I
to say,
don't.
but
I
he could have
don't
done
think. I don't
something.
think Spurs. I don't think that Spurs team would have
Jose
been
Mourinho in the final. Mind you,
Yeah,
Pep's the
Jose
same
Mourinho,
Jose
but
Mourinho is
he's
one guy
not
you
on
don't
the
bet
pitch.
against in the
He's
final.
not on the
Tottenham
pitch.
Isn't it?
bottled that.
That's
Tottenham
what I'm
bottled sacking
saying.
the
They
manager.
did
So
it
that's
by
what I'm
basically.
saying. That's what I'm saying. They chose money because they would have had to pay out Mourinho. They chose money over a trophy. So this is what I'm saying. It might not be good enough for Kante to just get top 4 if he gets knocked out early.
I
Do
think
you know what I
that's a
mean?
good point from
One
Jan
of them
though,
things.
because that's why, like, with Spurs, it's like, yeah, they do look really, really good, but let's be honest, they ain't going far in Europe. Like, now they
I
are
think
looking
it just
good. We have to
depends
be
on what
honest.
they
Like, they're making
prioritize.
good-
They need to back him properly.
Yeah, exactly. They need a trophy. It's
yeah.
actually like with the money they're spending now on the team, they need to get
Yeah.
at least an FA Cup and League Cup next season.
They,
Like,
yeah,
and I
they need
think
to win
Conte
something,
will.
I think.
They will put priority on that, which maybe could affect their league form. Let's be real, like it could, because I still don't see them having like a massive squad to be able to compete on like more than one front like that. To be honest, so like they'll get top 4, but I don't think they'll be in a title race or anything because, firstly, I don't think they'll be quite good enough anyway. But yeah, I think they'll focus on FA Cup, League Cup because they have to. It's ridiculous now. They have to win a trophy now. With Conte in charge of the money they're spending, there's literally no excuse now.
You want to know what it is for me? Spurs have a better attack than majority of teams in the league. It's just
You
their
could,
midfield-
yeah, they're 100%.
their midfield struggles to break down other teams. That's what it is. So if they can improve their midfield to a level, and they have Conte's defense, it could be scary. But at best,
I mean, the Suma's already coming in.
yeah, I know.
I'm next to Bentancur.
But at best, they're gonna get third. There's no way there's no way they tip City or Liverpool, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I don't think anyone expects that though. Like, I think the top 4 stays the same. I think the order's different, and it all really depends on Chelsea and Spurs. I don't think Liverpool.
I think the order could switch between Tottenham and Chelsea.
The table last
but I
year.
think City,
I
it'll be City,
think
Liverpool
4
top
teams
2,
are gonna
but
be
City a
battling
lot
for
more
the top.
clear of us. Like I think City will win the league by like 8-10 points or something like that at least.
I think 4
City
teams will be
comfortably.
challenging for those 2 spots for the top 4. I think City, Liverpool, and everyone else is going to be fighting for the last 2 top 4 spots.
Yep. And if Chelsea don't pattern up, I feel like they're going to be in a really big struggle. Personally,
This will be the wild card, though. I genuinely think. I don't know what's going to happen with Newcastle, but something could happen with them because if they spend the money right and they've not got European football, and we saw the run that they went on last year, they could be up there in Europa League positions.
You know what?
yeah, no, I don't think they'll. At the most, you can see a push for top 4, but I don't think they'll have it in them to actually solidify that spot.
I mean, that's why I said Europa League position.
Yeah. But I do see them competing around that position.
too
Yeah, I
early.
think they could easily make Europa.
It's too early to expect Newcastle to make the jump from a team that was battling relegation last season to now be.
No, but we've seen it happen before. Like Man City, I think in their second season after taking over, they're already pushing Tottenham for top 4.
Beginning of
That was in the 9-10 season, I think. So they're definitely capable of it. All depends on the right signings. Like Newcastle finished 9th, am I correct?
Yeah, they finished 9th. And
And
bearing in
before
mind,
the
they were
takeover-
winless. They were winless.
Yeah,
in
they hadn't won
December.
a game.
They were
And they pulled themselves
terrible.
up to 9th. Like they are
Chelsea
more
should
than
have had the league.
capable of getting into a European spot.
No, but can I also show you something else? If you bring back that league table, you can
Yeah,
see
sure,
that,
I'll do that.
You can see that Man City the year before, I think Man United finished on how many points? How many points did Man United finish on the season prior?
Flawless. This
Flawless.
season,
Remember what United?
The season before,
When they
was it
finished
80?
second.
Was it like 80? 81?
Okay.
I think it was
Let
like
me check, let me check.
74, I think.
So
No,
let
it
me
was
tell you guys
74
something.
because you finished 5 points ahead of us, and we finished on 69.
United had
points, we finished
74 points.
There you go.
74.
My point is,
In
we
second.
finished 5th this season, and our season when we finished 8th, we had similar amount of points almost.
But this was no European football as well.
On 61 points, and you got 69 now. So 7 points different between the 2 seasons.
Yeah, so it just goes to show you the difference in like the position. Last season, the 52 points for 8th spot this season. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The
We
top
were,
two-
Miguel, the 2 weeks before that, we were in 14th place.
Bro, it's just
If
look
you
at
look
that.
at the gap,
Look
at the gap
from-
there from 14th, again 45 to 52, 7 points jumps you up that many points. And we went on. We had Norwich, we had Watford, and then we had Chelsea. We got a draw out of that, and we had Southampton, and that took us all the way up to 8th place.
Guys,
We were bottom half of the table for a long period of time.
my point is these league positions are literally small margins. Look at Tottenham and Chelsea. They ended with what? 3 points difference. Every position is very small margins. West Ham
Well, Tottenham
could have
won more
finished-
games than Chelsea.
West Ham win their game. They're in the Europa League.
Fucking hell. Arsenal and Spurs won more games.
Yeah, you guys.
Oh,
you
we're
guys
so shit.
Bruh, they won one
We're
more
so
game.
shit.
Look, the realization is just setting
We're
in.
so shit,
Fluid.
man. Look, Tottenham
bad it
finished 3 points beneath us, and they were on flight mode until Conte
Nah,
joined.
but you
I
scored more
cannot
goals
be
than them, fam.
bothered.
You
If we
scored
scored
more goals, man.
9 goals.
You scored more goals than them, man. You scored
We
76
won
goals, man.
14.
Aye,
And we're
great.
eight.
You know what that is? Norwich tax.
Hey,
And that's just it.
so it is, man. Shout out Norwich.
I don't give a fuck. Right.
And you finished third, man. 74 points. You know what I'm saying? You go again in the window, try and catch Liverpool and City. Man.
We
Do your thing.
scraped that. Like, we tried to hand that to both of them, and they just couldn't capitalize
Yeah,
on it.
but you got rid of some of the scrubs out of your team.
Yo,
so
Man
now you're
City
good to go,
scored
fam.
99
You know what I'm
goals
saying?
without a striker.
Let's go.
Fuck's
Why are we
sake.
hyping up City, man? Why? What is this?
Yeah, why can't
Why?
we hype up City?
Why are we
Why don't we
hyping
hype
up City?
City
What is
more?
wrong with you, man? A gal,
You
Ryan.
never,
What you
you
man need
never
to get
City
together.
hype show on your channel.
No, we could. No,
Listen,
you know what? We can. You
you know
can
what?
run it.
You
I
know
will not be
City's
there.
not-
You
it's
know what I'm
not-
saying? You
No,
can
it's
run it,
not
yeah. I
calling
will
it
not be
hype.
there.
It's
Oh,
not
okay.
calling it hype. It's not calling it hype when they have guys on their bench that would be starting in every one of our teams.
Why are we saying
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Like, if you want to
City
throw us
Haaland,
Gabby
yeah.
Jesus, I beg.
Yeah,
Just
why are you saying
anybody
that?
over our
Gabby
forward.
We don't need. We don't
I
need to
love
praise
it.
them, man. Why, a gal?
Yeah, yeah.
to
So,
praise
send,
them.
so send him to a place where he can be loved, aka La Chelsea, please.
No, I love him,
Look,
man.
he
Yeah,
is.
Chelsea,
You
he's
see-
ruining
you see-
his
you
career.
Bro, he
see
ain't gonna be
Haaland.
playing no more. You got Alvarez, you got Haaland. You don't need him.
But I love him.
He's leaving, you know. Yeah,
And I don't want to lose him.
Yeah, hold that.
I
yeah,
know,
hold that.
but the number
You
9
know
shirt
what?
needs to be
So-
occupied.
Oh, I was going to say something.
Yeah, he's about to say some wild shit. You remember who you're talking to in it? Yeah, hold that.
Ain't no one scared of you. I thought that
You
was
are
on the stream, innit?
sure,
That's all I
sure,
thought.
man. You know what I'm saying? You are sure.
do
Is that
Yeah.
deep to us?
Shut the fuck up, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, stop fighting, innit?
That's why I thought, Ryan, you should have fuck up too. You know what I'm saying? How about that? You know what I'm saying? You be
Where the
quiet.
fuck did you come from with that?
Yeah, serious. You sure,
We're
man?
talking about
Okay,
football
yeah,
here, not
since
your
we
little
asked-
petty little.
Since I got
It's
Neil
clever.
here and I got Yan here, Arsenal are interested in two of your two players. One is from Leicester, one is from City. I want to ask you guys: do you guys think it's going to happen? And also, how would they be definite starters for Arsenal? Obviously, in my opinion, they would be starters. But like they're saying, 25 to 30 million for what's his name, Tielemans, and they're saying 45 to 50 million for Jesus. What do you
My
guys
thing
think?
is hurry the fuck up because I can't be asked for this to drag on once more. Put the not
not
you,
Arsenal's
not
fault.
you, Miguel, just your club.
It's
Put the money in,
Tielemans.
shut the fuck up because it's been
Tielemans,
dragging
he's
on for
vacation.
time. He's been in talks with you for January. Just get it done. We
It's
want to
Tielemans,
sell
yeah?
him. He wants to. He obviously he's looked around the club. The truth is, brother, he's looked around the clubs. He wants Champions League football. He realised they ain't interested in him. That he went to all the big clubs. His agents went and they go, no, we want to sign him even for 25 mil. So the only option he's got is Arsenal. He will come to you, but for some reason your club is going. It's the same thing as James Maddison last year. We're interested. We'll just put the bid in and get on with it.
Let me tell
Like-
you, the situation is Arsenal are prioritizing his signing. They fully have everything, the groundwork's done. The issue is he's currently in Belgium. So they're saying, what's the point of getting everything sorted out? We might as well wait until he's done with his Belgium camp, and then we can speak to him and get everything sorted out in a matter of days because all the groundwork's been done. We know how much you want. You want between 20, you want 25 to
35.
25
we
to
see you as
35.
competition because we are going to be competing for the same spots in the same way that you didn't loan us Maitland-Niles because your board said
No.
the one thing I have with
didn't want to go to you guys.
no, but also it came out from the board that we see Leicester because again we were competing for top 4 at that time and we just need a few more reinforcements. We didn't get any. Kind of similar story to what happened to you guys, which didn't get any thing in the January transfer window. because we are competing on the same kind of level. I think. So that's one thing I had with Babs. He just can't. I've said this time and time again. We're competing with the same thing, and I'd love for him to be on because he argues against this because he sees it as 2011 and stuff. Oh, well, it was, but not now. But yeah, it's just get it on over and done with. Leicester fans want it done because we can then start getting the players that we want in with that money, and so we just want this over. So I think for your perspective and my perspective, it's going to happen. I'm just fed up because it's stopping players that we want or the bids that we want to coming in the door, and that's what's really annoying as well. I understand your point, but I'm just fed up with it, and I'm fed up of seeing it as well, to be honest.
I don't think we're competing on the same level, realistically. I think you guys have been overachieving, and we've been underperforming. That's the reality of the situation.
But in terms of the squad, in terms of the manager.
It's kind of reversed.
In terms of a club over the last calendar years, you guys have been overachieving your expectations based on your money spent, and we've been underachieving our expectations based on the money spent. So if you want to say that we are on a level playing field, we're not on a level playing field. We shouldn't be on a level playing field. We shouldn't,
but we are.
Realistically, you should be nowhere near us. But the fact of the matter is, we've been messing up. That's what it is.
And whose fault's that? That's your fault, and it's our fault for overachieving. The thing is, we're being sustainable about it. It's not that we're doing a Blackburn, we're throwing everything. We've done that already with the Premier League win. We've thrown all the money, and we've done that, and we've gone up, and then we've come straight back down again. Now, if you look where we are compared to, again, we were 2014, we weren't in the league. We've only been in the league since 2014. Going to be our hopefully our 8th, 9th year this year, and then 10th year, and then the year afterwards. But what we're doing is sustainable. The fact that we're selling on players, reinvesting in our club. So the idea is you're overachieving. I think that narrative's dead. We've managed to get, because our club would have crumbled by now. Mahrez has gone, Kante has gone, Maguire has gone, Chilwell has gone. Our club would have crumbled by now. Drink what? Yeah, that's the real player that we got to get up here, leaving on a free. That's the real thing, man. Premier League winner, letting him go, should be ashamed of yourself. Anyway.
Maybe you should be in Chelsea's team right now, but we move. But go on.
It'll be improving midfield. Better than Kante.
I agree.
Less money.
I'm waiting for someone to laugh.
I agree.
Keep
it going. We could just
I look at Ryan with his Peggy laugh, bro. What are you trying to do?
He's laughing, bro.
I only have one question about Tielemans. Is his defensive issues that bad?
What do you mean exactly?
Like, if an opponent, everyone's seen that clip of Declan Rice destroying him, and the man couldn't get 2 breaths afterwards.
Which one was that? Which game was that?
This was the West Ham game where on a counter.
It was the counter attack where Tielemans is like jogging back and he's out of breath.
Is he just an off the ball liability? Is off the ball? Is he a liability?
Is he defensively a liability off the ball?
Yes, because he's not. What partnership worked best for Leicester City was, if you watched, one of the reasons why I fell off the cliff, Wilfred Ndidi wasn't in that team. Wilfred Ndidi is a firefighter, and what he does is he goes in and he's a CDM and he goes, let me take care of the rest, guard the back four, Tielemans, you go ahead and you do your business. We're playing Dewsbury Hall, who's still very new, going to be a great player next season.
I like him a lot.
He's a really, really good player. Comes from our academy, come from Leicester. Really good player, expecting good things. So we've got the player lined up ready for him to replace him. But I think the one you want to look at is the Tottenham. When we lost 3-2 to Tottenham, Yuri Tielemans was at fault. He's launching the ball long and he's trying to play, and then he just gets caught out and hit. He's not a defensive player. But I think what it was, he's not a CDM. When you have Wilfred Ndidi in the team, he guards that back four and goes, right, I do all the defensive work. Tielemans, you get the ball and you spray the pass where you want. That's what you need in the case. And I think that's something. He's a great player, but I think he's a bad move for Tielemans. It's a good move for Arsenal, but I don't think he's that player to really go, wham, I've hit. You're not Gimaresh. He would be a good player, I think, for you. But Tielemans is that, but you need a Bissouma. I think them two would work really well together.
Okay. Bissouma's going to.
Oh shit! Looks like we're actually going to be.
That defensive.
Looks like we're actually going to be pushing for a loan deal with Inter for Lukaku. Don't even know whether I'm happy about that or not. But I'm just glad the fucker's leaving because I don't want him to get what he wants. Like, the fucker's now pushing this cheap ass loan deal to Inter Milan, and I'm just thinking, if we're smart, we do two things. If they want one of Lukaku or Dybala, you get Dybala in on a free, cut out the middleman, and now Inter actually have to pay big bucks for Lukaku to come back. Or see if Bayern want a Lewandowski replacement and try and turn the guy's head. But we're not doing anything like that. So it is what it is. If he fucks off, he fucks off. Good.
And you lot could draw him in the Champions League as well, innit? That'd be great.
Oh, Lukaku coming back. But the fucker would probably... we probably have a masterclass in score. So I don't even give a shit.
No. You got Thiago.
It will be so
Lukaku in
Chelsea.
a big game, man. Lukaku in a big game.
Are you gonna get Frankie de Jong?
That is the $1 million question. I don't know, Egal.
Yeah, you lot are in for De Jong and fucking. Yeah. I've seen Ericsson links and everything.
Mm-hmm.
He just said, "I'm at the biggest club in the world. I'm fine here."
Who?
Frankie de Jong.
De Jong, hey, is what, isn't it? Barcelona, that, let's not even talk about their financial troubles. But are we going to sign De Jong? No, I have no idea. I do like the fact.
I think you will. I think you'll sign him.
The fact that United have made an offer for him is great. I love the Ericsson links, which is great. All the players we've been linked with, minus the left backs, but we've literally been linked with players in every position that I've been talking about for the past season. So I'm all for that, whether it's centre back, whether it's midfielders, 6'8", right winger, striker. So will we sign De Jong? No idea. But I'm optimistic, and I'm looking, like I said, Ollie's not in charge. So I actually have something to be. I can actually look at the season and go, it's new. It's a manager I believe is of a certain caliber. And I'm actually genuinely looking forward to the season. Genuinely.
Just want to bring back to something that felt. Just want to bring back something that Egal said in terms of sustainability and overachieving. In terms of that, I'd say Leicester have in terms of the squads that we have, very, very similar in terms of where we've got, in terms of the similar kind of players. So if you talk about overachieving, underachieving, I mean, look at the likes of we've got again in Diddy, we've got decent players, Fofana, Evans. Our squad is set up for a sustainable way. We are set up for it. So there's a reason why we've been that far, that kind of at heights. But then last 3 seasons, I know we're comparing. If you're comparing 20 years, then sure, we were in League One in 2008. But if we're comparing just recent last 5, we're on level pecking terms. And even coming into the season with you having Europe and us haven't, we're looking at similar positions. Yes, you might have been underachieving. You've spent more money, but we've spent money smartly, but not a lot of money at the same time.
Are you judging it based off of the last 3 seasons, or are you saying like how long?
5, 6.
If you go 5, 6, realistically, Arsenal's average league position is way higher than yours. The money that we spend, the team, we're not really in the same. We're not really going for the same goals.
You're going, but at the moment, our goal is to disrupt the top 4, disrupt the top European places. That's our job. Your job is
to try and disrupt it as well.
Our goal is to win the Europa League and do the same thing as disrupt the top 4, and also go for a domestic trophy. So we're trying to go for more. We're trying to achieve more on a year-to-year basis than you guys are. That's the reality. We have higher.
We get
Arsenal. No, my point is Arsenal's expectations are nowhere near the same level as Spurs or Leicester, where your expectations are a lot less. Let's be real. That's just the reality. I wouldn't say we're in the same boat.
That's not the point. We're going for similar places.
We can go for similar places, but the expectations are different. You guys get knocked out.
Manchester United's expectations to go for the leagues and things like that, they are nowhere near that.
Let me show you an example. You got knocked out in the Europa League versus or Conference League. First of all, you're in the Europa League. You got knocked down to the Conference League.
Yeah.
That is an utter embarrassment. If that was Arsenal,
100%. I said the same thing here.
Then you get to the semifinals. That right there, getting knocked out in the semifinals of the Conference League is another embarrassment. To me, since it's Leicester, it is not looked at in that fashion. That is the reality.
No, because people don't care about my club, but they care. But when you got knocked out of top 4 by being in a good position, that's an embarrassment as well. And I've been here. If you talk about my opinion, I've been here saying, I think I've been on the show saying it was embarrassment we didn't get out of our group, and it's embarrassment we didn't win that, because this is what it is at the moment. Because
my point is expectations once again, and the measuring sticks. Obviously, since we're a much bigger club, we're going to have higher expectations. We can't be put on the same pedestal because we spend more money. That's my point.
I've seen. Well, it's all about expectations, sure, but where we're competing. At the moment, you're right, but we're competing for the same positions.
We might be competing for the same positions as Newcastle, but Newcastle's nowhere near us also.
Yeah, but they're going to overtake. They're gone. They're gone. They got more money than all of us combined. That's a different topic altogether.
Listen, my point is It doesn't. Everybody in the leagues are competing with each other, but you're saying Leicester and Arsenal are in the same conversation.
That's a
It's the
cop
same
out.
thing as it's the
Can't say
same thing
everybody's
as you
competing with
saying.
each other.
One
That means
second.
nothing.
1 second. You saying Leicester and Arsenal are in the same conversation is the same as you saying Leicester and Manchester United are in the same conversation. You think Leicester and Manchester United are in the same conversation?
We're in the similar positions. We're going to be going for the same positions.
So you think you're in the same boat as Manchester United also? It's not just Arsenal.
In terms of competing for them positions, yes. I'm not saying that we have a bigger fan base. I'm saying in terms of the positions, where are we going to be competing for? You're not going to be competing for potentially top 4 to 8th. That's where you're going to be going. Manchester United 4 to 8th. Yourself 4 to 8th. So I'm saying I'm not saying that Leicester have a bigger fan
Chelsea
base,
4 to
let's have a
8.
bigger reach. I'm saying we're just going for that. Your expectations could be all the way. Manchester United's expectations could be to win the league. That's what they were years and years ago. They're not there anymore. They got a big rebuild on their hands.
Neil, I think you are in the same boat as Wolves, West Ham, and the teams that are just outside of the original.
I think
top
they're
6
above
teams.
Wolves. I think they're above Wolves.
That's where I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. I'm just saying you guys are outside of the original top 6, trying to disrupt the top 6. You're not in the top 6 trying to disrupt the top 4.
I never said we were. I said we're in. I never said Champions League positions. I said Europa League positions.
You did say Champions League position. You said you're trying to go
potentially
for top 4.
4 to 8th. So majority of that.
No. Your first point was 4. I think anything less than 5th is an embarrassment at this point, because at least you have to be competing for 4th.
To who? 5th is best. Wait, 5th is anything less than 5th is an embarrassment for who?
If you're not at least competing to get into that top 4, and you're lower, actually forget about 5th. If you're not in the Champions League, it's an embarrassment at the end of the day.
For who?
For Arsenal, we've been outside of our original positions where we should be for like 5 years now.
Yeah, you ain't been in the champs for a long time. Yeah, we know.
You ain't done anything in the Champions League for long.
In the entire history of that club, but that's a whole different conversation.
For the last two of the last 3 years, Manchester United have been in the Europa League also. Or no, 2 of the last 4 years, Manchester United have been in the Europa League also. So it just goes to show you, this league is much more competitive. With the new Champions League format, it's not going to be no longer a top 4. It's going to be from now on, it's going to be a top 5, because England's going to be getting another English spot for the Champions League. And in my opinion, Leicester, Newcastle, West Ham, you guys are in that echelon just below, competing for the same spots. Yes, you could say you're competing for similar spots. Same thing as West Ham competing in similar spots with us. But in my opinion, as a club, you guys have to overachieve to get into that position. Where for us having an average season would be getting into that mix.
I mean, things have changed now. It maybe because you're still in the way of the Wenger's ashes and where they were, and now the club's in a completely different space. Just like under Ferguson, where it was that you can't judge it from that previous era.
We're gonna have this conversation. Are you having this conversation about Arsenal, Chelsea, everyone? Are you saying you're in the same boat with all of them? Or are you just saying?
I never said that. I think you're meant to. I'm just saying we're competing for the same spot. Am I saying the same thing over and over again?
And that is facts from before you get from Daniel. Hey, before you go, hey, Lewis, put that comment from Daniel. This is facts, and this is exactly why you need him in front of your back 4.
This is why you need him in front of your back 4. Maybe you'd concede less goals.
We got to afford him. We trying to get the
Harry Maguire on.
We can't afford him either, man.
Of course you can. You got these brand new billionaire owners. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and we got a 200 million budget, and that's like 3/4 of it for his bum ass.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm good, bruv. I already told you. Fuck Basmati, but here's what it is.
Yo, you know what? Don't put Basmati like that. Big up my people.
I need.
You know what? Sorry. My bad.
Flawless.
Go on, Ryan. What were you gonna say?
Agree with Neil? Do you agree with Neil that
we're
in the same boat as Arsenal and we're competing for the same positions?
I get what Neil is saying in terms of Leicester's aim is to be in that 4th to 8th bracket, because that's where, aside from last season,
European football,
the 2-3 seasons before, they was competing in those. I think they finished 5th twice in a row. The 2 seasons prior to this one.
Of the season.
So they've had a poor season. So their aim and the way they recruit and the money they spend, even when they sell players on, is to be in and around there. So yes, like Leicester are they favourites for it? That's a whole different conversation. But are they looking to disrupt it?
They won the FA Cup, remember?
That's what they won the FA Cup. So that's what their aim is to do, is to become a regular European side. So not necessarily Champions League, but to be in Europa League. They was in the Conference League this year, made the semi-finals, right?
Yeah.
So like that's where they're aiming to be. So are they around? Like, yeah, let's put it this way: Leicester are closer to Arsenal and United, then Arsenal and United are to City and Liverpool.
Okay, so they're also closer to Chelsea and Spurs.
Oh yeah, for
I think
sure.
I put Chelsea above us. Chelsea, I don't think Arsenal and United and they're Chelsea. Chelsea are in that tier by themselves.
I'd love to agree with you, but we can't buy a win against you guys.
No, you can buy. No, you can't beat us when we play when we play United Chelsea. But what I'm saying is United and Arsenal are not finishing above Chelsea. We're not finishing above Liverpool. We're not finishing.
Yeah, I don't
above
think
City.
one-off
The
game.
best.
The best.
I'm just gonna agree for the sake of tribalism, but in my head,
we can't. The best that Arsenal and United can do in this coming season, even with great windows, is fourth. Let's call a spade a spade. That is our season.
It depends on our window, man.
Even
I
with
swear
Joe-
down, if we have another
Okay,
meaty window,
So
then
so with that
Fourth.
being said, what's the best that Leicester could do?
In
Fourth.
the best case, fourth is the best they can do.
Do you
yes.
really believe Leicester?
No. Do I believe
No,
Leicester?
that's not
No,
the
that's a
question.
different conversation. Do I believe Leicester finish
That's
fourth?
their seating.
No.
That's
Do I
their
believe
seating.
Manchester United finish fourth? No.
I don't see
Do I
Leicester
believe
finishing
Arsenal finish
fourth.
fourth? No.
No, I don't
listen,
see
It was
it.
listen.
best case
Lewis,
scenario.
best case scenario.
No,
I'm not saying-
even as the best case scenario, I'd be so surprised.
I'm not
you
saying
make
no.
fourth.
I'm not
Fifth,
saying
I
Leicester
can
finish
see.
fourth. I'm not saying
But
Leicester
considering we've
finish
got no
fourth.
Europe as well.
That's not what I'm saying.
Seeing what
No, Europe could be a big thing for Leicester still.
What I'm
Fair,
saying is, I'm not
fair,
saying don't
fair.
let's not get
You know what?
mistaken.
Maybe
I'm not
not,
saying
maybe
Leicester
not.
finish fourth. What I'm saying is best. That's the best they can do with a great season. Is what I'm saying. It's fourth. The best Arsenal can do, I think, currently right now, and this can all change in the transfer window, is fourth. The best Manchester
And-
United can do currently as it speaks, I think
And
it's
we
fourth.
still won the
Wolves in
league
that
within the
bracket as
last
well.
10 years. Let's not forget.
Well, like that's all I'm
The
saying.
best we could do is probably third again.
I think the best you can do is third.
I don't even know if we get third though. Again,
Well, I
it
think that's
depends.
best
On,
case
You just
scenario.
the
on the
top two
summer.
is just solidified top two.
The top
then.
two's the same, yes.
The top
They're
two
miles
don't
above.
change.
20 points, bruv. 20
They're
points.
miles above, and they've both. You could.
This
they're
season
both
to me
clear.
is about closing the gap, and right now we
Ben's
don't
not
look like
even
we're
said
closing
anything.
it.
She's not even talking to us at the moment. She's like, oh,
Yeah,
no,
because
but
she's
this
like,
is
let
fine.
all the
Fine.
clowns fight or some
Fucking-
shit
Nah,
over
man,
the
it's
top
just
That's good, man.
five.
Keep it quiet, man.
Let's
Innit? That's
I
good.
can't be
You don't need to hear
bothered for
from her.
next
You
season.
don't need to
guys-
hear from her.
you
That's
guys
cool.
have-
innit?
Yo,
You can hold that. Yeah.
You guys all know that every club has their own issues. I get that, but when it comes to expectations, I believe that Manchester
Even
United,
listening now, hold that.
Arsenal,
Don't say-
Chelsea,
don't say
and Spurs'
nothing.
expectations
Oh,
are still
fuck
much
that.
higher than Leicester and West Ham, Wolves.
expectations mean
Newcastle.
nothing, bruv. It's where
When
you
it comes-
finish.
so when it comes to where you're competing, yes, everyone can be competing for the same places. But at the end of the day, finishing seventh would be considered a good season for Leicester.
For who? Off the back of
Would it? No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
Where
Not
finishing
after two
seventh,
fifths.
where finishing seventh for Arsenal, finishing seventh for Manchester United, finishing seventh for Chelsea would be an utter embarrassment.
Can I just say, we finished eighth.
Imagine we
I've been
finished
calling for
seventh,
them-
bro. These shows would get so toxic.
A lot of people have been calling, 50% of the club have been calling for the manager's head. Our defensive set piece issues have been absolutely god awful. Our actual conversion rate is much better than we expect. It's just our defense. Our defense is shit. And now with Wesley Fofana back, that can improve a little bit, but we still need defensive reinforcements.
I heard you
I've
might
been
be
coming on
selling
this show, and
Soyuncu
I've
to
not been
Inter.
saying. I think here you go. If you're not watching this, I've been coming on this show for weeks and weeks, all the way since January on this show, going, this is not good enough. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with eighth. Because we've been finishing because the performances game in, game out have not been good enough. And these guys can back me up and say that. So I understand that expectations change. Otherwise, I'd still be going, we don't deserve to be in the Premier League, because for the majority of my life, I've been watching Leicester in the Championship. Expectations change. Brendan Rodgers is the fourth, fifth most, 10 million a year he's on. He should be doing a lot better. I still don't think he'll withstand until 2023. I think he's gone. There's a lot of things behind the scenes that he seems to be messing up, which I'm really pissed off about. But yeah, there's things like that. So we will get there. But again, I agree with you in terms of expectations, but it doesn't matter, because expectations of feeling like Newcastle expectations before the other takeover was 50,000 people in the stadium. They've seen them competing with the top four. They fell off. Expectations don't really mean anything unless you're delivering on the pitch. Norwich can expectation to be not relegated, get 10th. But if they're not getting 10th, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't just because I'm lost as to the argument to expectations and over it. And all things added into context as well. If one of the top teams underachieves, then that helps you overachieve. That's why United finished
That's
second in
where
that
I
season.
started the conversation.
Because no, I hear that, but the thing is, that's where that lulls you into a false sense of security. That second place that United finished is because everybody was bad apart from City. It's the only reason we finished second. Because the season after, when everyone got it back together and Chelsea didn't have Lampard for half a season and
true
Liverpool
levels
were
really
losing to
showed,
everyone, the level shown. Level shown. Like, absolutely.
You know what?
Like, so you have
Speaking
to
of
add things into context. Go on, fam.
I remember, like, I don't think we talked about it on Shameless, but like reacting to like the predictions we did at the beginning of the season. I need Neil and Jan to answer for their crimes on Liverpool finishing below United.
Yeah,
I got it wrong.
I need
But
to explain.
Ryan, you're still
I
a
need
prick.
to explain
You still
why
you
thought
still
it
hold
at
the
that time.
quadruple. That's bigger than my thing.
Yeah, facts.
I thought
That
Man United
quadruple light,
would finish.
that quadruple light switch, the way it was turning
Yeah.
off and on is hilarious.
I can admit when I'm wrong. At least I keep consistent with my point and I say, sure, I'm wrong, instead of the dilly-dallying whatever shit you do, which is just I'm not going to answer. And then Satan has to come on and save your ass and smack you around the face and then go, "What's up, bruv? We're winning the quadruple."
You know what I'm saying? He was a damsel in distress, fam.
I've
You know what
got
I'm
your
saying?
point. I've answered. Jan, you feel free to answer as well, but I've slapped it back at you. Please respond.
Yeah, hold that, Ryan.
Go on,
Hold that.
Jan, why? Go on, Jan. Why did? No, you know what Jan said. Jan said there will be less than 5 points between Man United and Liverpool this season.
That's what should have happened.
There ended up being 34.
But United is
Hey,
shit.
that's what happens when you back Ollie, innit? You know what I'm saying?
No, Jan,
That's
please
what happened
explain
there.
why you actually thought that.
I didn't think you'd keep Ollie for as long as you did. To be
But
honest.
he was there at the start of the season, though. You knew this.
He was there. He signed a contract.
You don't understand the time. You thought because you weren't paying attention. You think I'm just being overly critical of him when he was there, like just for the fun of it. No, he really was that bad.
He really
And now
was
you're not seeing it. Ollie.
I mean, Ollie. What I always said about Ollie was that the players weren't good either. And I was actually.
You should put Christian's face on that now, bruv.
I think
yeah,
I'm
he brought
right.
He brought
hold that. Yeah, you know, hold that too, bruv. All right, cool,
What did
man.
they even say?
We can kick a ball. I don't give a shit. What was that?
I'm moving off now. I've done that. I'm getting out. You can see. You don't need to see me, ugly face. You've got this now. Look at this beauty.
Oh,
It's gone. That's all,
I
folks.
can't change the screen screen, bro.
I said you need
Yeah,
to
that's what I mean.
That is
You're trying to beat a man.
Viva la revolution.
Is it oh.
Carefree Lewis G is not carefree anymore, bro.
I hate you guys.
Man, feelings got
He's not around so more.
Allow Lewis.
All those penitentiaries and all the look at the big.
Let Ryan cook, man. Let Ryan cook.
Now he don't like it. The shoes on the other foot because he decided now.
Come join the cool sides.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I'm on there. This is better than that. You know what I'm saying?
Christian's at the bottom.
On the cool side. Yo, Flawless on the cool side. Oh,
yeah, Ryan. Yeah, big nerd. Yeah,
cool side.
You cool. Yeah,
your top reds. Bonnu.
Yeah, Bonnu, Ryan. Hold that.
No, yeah, let Jan continue with the
you
defense
man,
of Ollie, innit?
No. You man both back bench warmers, centre backs. Anyway, Christian to the max. You know what I'm saying?
What I said was I didn't think that the whole problem at United was Ollie. And I think I was proven right because when Ollie left, United didn't really get any better. Like, you saw them performances. Yes, they had Ragnar. Yes, he's not. Well, he was the second coming of
doing it with Austria at the moment.
And then people started back and stuff. But I think the players weren't good enough. I do think at United. Because the reason why I predicted United, I've explained this before, the only reason why I thought United might do better than Liverpool is because I thought when players come back from an ACL, it can take them a long time. Van Dijk, he got back to his best a lot quicker than was expected. Most players don't get back.
I just heard that late, you prick. Sorry about that. Go on, Jan. Go on.
Yeah, so I didn't think that would happen. And then I thought Varane would do better than he did. I expected Ronaldo to be one of the top goal scorers.
No, you don't say that. No, Flawless, you know why that isn't? Because Jan made that prediction before Ronaldo even joined United.
I don't remember making this prediction.
The thing is that, but there's many things.
How do you even remember this?
How do you remember that?
You know why? You know what it is? He's got to get all the small victories he can in it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's been benched so much. Yeah, he needs all the small victories.
So it says it all. Do you know what I mean?
That's what it is. It's just all
To be
these
fair,
small
though, a
bits.
lot of it was Ollie, though. Let's be real. Like, he hadn't.
No, here's the
coached
thing:
those
is
players for,
there's
like,
many
2
things in
years.
it. Like
No, it
we talk
wasn't,
about,
Ollie.
like, no,
well.
we talk about because we talk about because we talk about the players that was there. He signed off a lot of these players. The team that Ragnick had isn't the same team that Ollie had. Like, we know this. Like, just look at the front three. Like, I'm not gonna go into it, but you can look at the difference in the front three. People wanna change history, and because it's jokes and it's funny. United. When you look at when he first landed and how United was playing for a period of time, it was like a month and a half, 2 months. United were playing well. We legit was just missing chances. And then when players stopped following instructions, and he did that press conference and he turned around and said, we need 11 new players, rather than the players turn around and prove him wrong, sorry. They turned around and proved him right, and they folded it in. It's definitely on him because he signed all these players we're trying to get rid of is him. All these players and all the players that I dislike the most is on him. Is big money. And football's a 2022 is a system-based game. So he signed when we signed Sancho and we signed Varane and we signed Ronaldo, and certain sections of our fan base was talking about title charge, winning titles, winning Champions Leagues. I said, and it's on here. I said it on here. I said it on Sarcasm City TV. The best we can hope for is 4th place in a domestic trophy. That is the best we are going to do. At the very best, because football's a system game. It's not no individual thing. It's not. Go on.
What you have to remember as well, like, you have to imagine that those players hadn't been coached for about 2-3 years. You know how hard it is to be able to, for a coach to come in and just completely change that in terms of just coaching these players and actually teaching them football, basically, when they haven't done for like 2 years because of Ollie's lack of coaching ability. Like, it doesn't happen overnight.
Of course, it's off the field. Of course, you're right, Neil. Of course, there's off the field things. But off the field is no reason why we got beat by Villarreal. That's not the manager in that Europa League final. The reason why we got beat in the manner in which we did, again, defeats happen. The reason the way we got beat by the reason why we got beat by City in the manner in which has happened before. Like the performances, that's nothing to do with the owners. Having a system and a defensive structure is nothing to do with the owners. Because I've seen teams with worse talent have a structure. Brighton play better than us. They have more of a structure than us. Brighton don't have our individuals. We have a better individual. So what is it? That's on the manager. And if you're buying bad characters, it also adds into the mix as well. So that's how I look at it. But all
and he gave Harry Maguire the captaincy.
All these players we're trying to get rid of, and all the players he consistently played are all the ones that the fan base want out. I'm saying, and all these players we can't shift. He's awful. But thank God he's gone in it. That was
he's probably the worst manager I've seen in the Premier League before.
He is.
He got Cardiff.
He's a League One level manager.
Villa in the Championship.
No. That's why I said top. No. That's why I said top club. That's why I said top club. He's a League One level manager. For all the pundits who are on TV who own Salford sacked their manager. Why didn't they give him the job? He's good enough for Manchester United, but so you own Salford, go get him then, innit? That's your brethren. You man are all friends. Because these men are full of shit, that's why. That's exactly what it is. These men are all shit. It's all full of shit. This is what it is.
Yo, bro, I can't be like you about City, damn. You really don't like Ollie that much, man.
Because he ruined my club.
He didn't
ruin my.
It wasn't him. It was the Glazers.
No, it wasn't just him, but he's a part of it. He ruined my viewing experience.
Yeah, he plays a part in it.
Wait. I'm glad you're on the same level as me, where you don't fucking wash past all the shit things that players do or managers just because they're legends.
No,
because
exactly.
I think it's the biggest load of waffle I've ever heard.
Nonsense, and people only defend him because is there problems off the field? Yes, but Mourinho had them problems and still won trophies. Van Gaal had them problems and still won a trophy. So don't give me that. I'm not even asking for the best of the best. I'm asking for you to do the best possible job with the platform you're given, and you're not. Is there deficiencies? Yes, but you still had quality players, and you made them all look bad. They all look terrible. That's why everybody leaves here and thrives.
What about Ralph Rangnick? He was out of his depth also.
Ralph Rangnick's not a manager, so I was never concerned. My biggest issue with Ralph Rangnick, I said it at the time, and this goes back to the owners and not doing your due diligence.
Yeah,
I was all calm with Ralph managing if he went into the consultancy role, and he didn't. But that's Manchester United not doing their research. That should have been the first point of negotiation as soon as they sat down at the table. Right, this is the short-term plan. This is what's going to happen long-term. But in typical Manchester United fashion, we had no plan. There was no plan to get Ten Hag in January. There was no plan in their head. We were just winging it.
There was no plan to get Cristiano Ronaldo until Man City were genuinely interested. Then
And
it was
that's why
like,
I was
right, we're going
against-
to go in and get.
and that's why
It's
I was
these
against the
short-term goals
Facts.
that lose the
that's-
long term.
And that's why I was against the Cristiano Ronaldo signing. And you know who also
from the
sanctioned and
beginning.
signed up on that? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So you have to be held accountable. If you're not a part of the solution, you're a part of the problem. Well, people don't want to hold him accountable. But when players are playing well, it's all hail Ollie. But then when it's not all, the players ain't
Do
good.
you want to know why? Because they're legends, and
Yeah,
you
'cause they're
can't
legends.
criticize them.
Yeah, fuck all that.
God forbid you criticize a legend or you say one bad word about them. You ain't a real fan.
Yeah, fuck all that. Like, here's what it is. I'm like, you lot don't want what's best for the club. You might want what's best for your
Enemies
guys
of
and Ollie.
progress. That's what
Absolutely.
I'm calling them now. Enemies of progress.
They are.
That's what half of this fan base is, bro. All these fuckers that hype up mid players
Yeah,
or
that's
players
what
in decline because of shit
Fam,
they've done in the
singing
past
from the-
or
singing from
past
the same hymn sheet.
achievements or big moments. It's like fucking Ollie and this Kante thing is the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Ollie, they all hype him up because he scored this one big goal. And N'Golo, they hype him up because of individual performances. But there's nothing about the here and now. It's the same old shit.
It is. You know what I'm saying? Enemies of progress. My fan base is full of Bruno Fernandez's, man. Just hella enemies of progress.
Mm-hmm.
There's many of
And
them.
we're
And you
filled
say
with
hi to
hella
the mid-
Kante stands who just sit there. I heard people tell me he's been our best player of the last 2 years.
Here we
You know,
go.
Conte's past it slowly and surely. He's
See?
getting past it.
Rival fans can see it. Our
Yeah.
fans can't.
We were bantering him for time on Shameless for Ollie. Time.
Yeah.
We were like, keep him for the same reason.
I kept saying that to everybody. Find me a rival fan who's Ollie out. That tells you all you need to know. There wasn't one.
Yeah, no, I was Ollie until the end, bro. We should have
I
kept
know
him
you was.
another week.
See, I know. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to
You want to know
read
something?
that shit to the
You
real
want to know
stuff.
something though? If Ollie stayed, you would have got top 4.
No.
Cool.
No.
All right, cool.
He's not
Okay,
interested.
let's say in that scenario
they
is
wouldn't
all right,
have.
cool.
No,
And we
no,
go
they
into the
wouldn't
Champions League and do what?
No, you sack him
Just
at
like
the end of the
Spurs.
season, and then
You
you
don't
bring
sack-
in Ten Hag.
It would have. I don't want to be an also run in the Champions League. I'm good. We ain't your club.
You,
I'm
you
blessed.
know why he ended up getting sacked?
I'm
He ended
blessed
up
on
getting sacked because it got so toxic. Where
No,
you're
He ended
kind
up
of
getting sacked. No.
discontinuous.
No. The reason why he ended up getting sacked because of that run of fixtures. Because there's a Q&A. I don't think it's out there anymore. When we had that run of fixtures, when we had Chelsea, we had Arsenal, City, Liverpool, Leicester was in there as well. And I said, the tweets of me tweeting this before the month. I said he don't make it to the end of this month. I think the tweets are still
he
up. I
didn't.
posted it on the gram, and he didn't because he's not good enough. It's just that the run of fixtures, if those run of fixtures don't happen, he doesn't keep his job. He's not League One level. He's
What
League
was his
One
last
level
game
barely.
again?
Watford.
I
'Cause
think
you
you're
lot didn't
harsh
finish
on
the
Ollie,
job.
man.
Shit, yeah.
Would you have him at your club?
Hey, we
I
beat
think
5-0.
you're harsh
Would
on
you have him
Ollie.
at your club? Answer
Would
the
I
question,
have him
guy.
at my
Would you have him
club?
at your club? Yes. Would you have him at your club?
No,
If
it's
Arteta
not-
was
it's
sacked,
not
no.
that-
If Arteta was
It's
sacked
Ollie.
tomorrow, see, this is what I'm saying. Man always want to dance
my
around the
point
question.
is- my
If
point
Arteta
is-
was sacked today, would you have Ollie at your club? It's a yes or no,
No, because
question,
I would
guy.
want better. But the point
Okay,
is,
thank you.
There we
Alright,
go.
This is not good. Thank
There
you.
we
the
go.
point is,
What-
but my point is, if he's already in charge, and you're going to be bringing in another manager at the end of the calendar year,
Cool.
why don't you wait
No.
for the season to end if
No.
it's tenable? The
No,
only
it's
reason
not
why you
tenable.
guys sacked him was
'Cause it
because
wasn't
it wasn't
tenable.
tenable.
Yeah, because we got beat 5-0 by Liverpool at Old Trafford.
There you
Show's
go.
over. Show's
Flawless.
over. It's a wrap.
You know what it is? Do you know what it is? You know when you're growing up and you're like a girl goes, I wish I had a guy like you, and I'm like, I'm a guy like you. Do you want to be with me? No. That's the literal conversation that you're having right
Yeah.
now.
It's legit. It's
Literally the same thing.
ish. Yes, that's a spot on. There was so much emotions and nostalgia and stereotypical female logic when it came to that guy. It was always everybody else is terrible. You know what I'm saying? That's what it always was. It was never, anytime there was a debate about that manager, it was never about what he's doing. It's always about how bad everyone else is. He's awful. Like I said, his Dons own Salford. Salford need a manager. I think they're in League 2. They did not hire him. But yet they was on Big Sky Sports talking about he's good enough to take Manchester United to the next level, but didn't hire him for League. Come on, man. Just open your eyes. You know what I'm saying? If I own a football club, why not hire my man, the guy who I think is better to do at a higher level? They know what it is, man. Gary Neville and all them man that own Salford know what time it is. They just back their brethren. And if they were just honest on TV, we all would have been like, cool. I can't call this down the middle because he's my friend. Cool. Don't turn around and say you want what's best for Manchester United. No, you want what's best for your friend. Don't do that. I'm saying, you think if Ryan was
If you're even real about it, you understand it a bit more.
Yeah, if you just be honest about it.
What joke are you gonna make now? Go on.
If you were just honest, now I wasn't even gonna make a joke. Like I wasn't even gonna make a joke. What I'm saying is, if all jokes aside, if you was managing a football team, I'm not gonna come out and absolutely butcher you on TV. I'm saying even if you was doing a bad job, I'd tell you privately, but I wouldn't butcher you on TV. But I tell people that's little
That's
bro.
what the
So
vote
of
of
course I'm not gonna
confidence
do
is
that.
for.
Yeah, like I'm not going. I'm like, oh, that's little bro. I'm not gonna slander him on national TV. But be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
That's
I hear
all.
that. I hear
But
that.
anyways, not even a joke. Real shit. But we move. What were you saying, Jan?
Said, were you hurt by that?
What?
I said, were you hurt by that? It sounds like you need counselling for the time while he was at United.
Oh yeah, I had PTSD, but you know what helped me through it? Content creating. The
We
comments
all
during
need
watch-alongs.
PTSD from our football clubs. I'll be
Oh,
real about
it was A1 in that. Like, here's where it is. I just can't believe it was a debate. How my channel grow. It was fantastic. I'm saying, and I won the debate. You know what I'm saying? Because Ollie in versus Ollie out is no more. That brigade died. Horrible death. Don't hear from him anymore.
You know
What happened to the
Is there
guy
not Ollie
disappeared.
fans still around?
Yeah, a few scattered around. They're like Ja Rule fans. You can find them
Minority,
here and there and
probably,
everywhere. I'm saying
Like
they're
Ja
Ja
Rule.
Rule. They're Ja Rule fans. They're Ja Rule fans.
No.
They are. There's the odd one kicking about. Bear in mind, people, Ja Rule genuinely had hit records, but you get the point I'm making. There's the odd Ja
That was
Rule fan
fucking
kicking
fire.
around. I'm saying
What's wrong,
that's
what's
Ollie
wrong
fans.
with Ja Rule, man?
Nothing's wrong with Ja Rule. Find me Ja
There
Rule
we
fans.
go. Nothing wrong with him, but it's
Find
not
me
a lot
Ja
of
Rule
fans.
fans, innit? You know what I'm saying? He went
Damn.
head to head with a better artist, innit? And he got murdered. It happens. You know what I'm saying?
At least he died trying.
Yeah, he did. He had hit records. Don't get me wrong. Like, I used to be a Ja fan, like early 2000, 2001, innit? But you know,
Yeah.
shit happens.
You missed the joke, bro.
Yeah, I did it. Die trying. Yeah, I heard it, fam. Come on
Yeah.
now. Talking to a
Ah,
50 Cent stand, fam. Like, come on. This is my favorite
Nah,
artist of all
okay, Many
time.
men.
Of course, man. Like, come on, man.
Yo. Anyways, I'm just gonna say this: ain't nobody worried about Tottenham yet. We gotta see what they do in the league.
I'm a bit worried. I won't even lie to you, but it's because I don't trust our
tough.
fraudulent team. They gotta put that faith in me first.
They're
You
going
know
to
what?
pay
You guys
for their
need a
faith
big
in
rebuild,
Conte, who's going to be around for. I think they have a fall off this
No,
season.
I think everyone's anticipating Conte leaving. I really don't, because if they didn't back him in the window, I'd expect that. Now they're doing it. I think that at least gives him a full season there.
So how have they backed him? They've got a 25 million, which is a great buy, by the way. 25 million for Basuma, Perisic on a free, and Forster on a free. Then
Well, right now
is he
the window's
confirmed?
obviously only started, but they've got a good wing back who can
Haven't
play
they
in
got like
both
150
positions.
mil cash injection or something?
Yeah. And like right now they've only spent 25 million and they've still got Perisic and they got fucking Basuma in.
Yeah.
And they still have more to do.
Mm.
So
But
right
they've
now they are strengthening.
They are, and I'm not going to
They're
lie.
being linked with centre backs. I know that.
Yeah, they were linked with Bastoni, but that's not going to happen. That's not happening.
I heard he had a
He's
man
dead.
today as well.
Torres, I think.
I heard he had a man today as well. Your boy Werner scored like 3 goals, fam. You know what I'm saying? Remontada in that. Let's go.
Yeah,
You're
run it
saying
back.
Bastoni's trash.
I ain't even
No,
funny.
I'm saying, I
respect
said, no,
Werner,
no.
man.
I said
Respect
he had a
Werner.
man. Yo, Remontada.
Hey,
man.
Ryan,
Yo,
again,
Werner.
sign him. Sign him, bruv.
He'd
Hold that,
probably
Ryan,
score
hold
goals at us, to be fair. No lie, he'd probably score
Yeah,
at us.
sign him and
Goals
find
at
out.
Liverpool, to be fair.
Sign him and find
You
out.
see where,
Yeah,
do you see where
yo,
Ryan
respect
falls down?
that
This is the
decoy
same
run
guy.
in the Champions League final. Like I say in it, Chelsea fans respect that decoy
Hey, let
run,
him
man.
decoy run at Anfield for you, bro. Maybe fucking Darwin nonsense will get a few more goals off that.
Darwin nonsense is brilliant, yo. Darwin nonsense is an A1 slander name.
Yo, I've got a question to Jan. Though.
No.
Did you know with Haaland, yeah?
Jan have zero
Shut
interest
up,
in this
Neil.
question.
Am I
She's
gonna be
thinking,
allowed
what
to-
kind of bullshit is in it?
Yo,
She's
Jan
thinking,
don't
what
give
kind
a
of
shit.
Jan's like, oh
Jan's
my
looking
god,
at you like-
what does this guy want? Shut
Yeah, it's
the
like
fuck up.
half-eaten dinner or something.
Yeah, Jan's just like this fucking Ryan guy. Go on,
Do I
fam. Do
want
your
this?
thing. Do your thing, little bro. Time is yours.
Do you know with Haaland? It's gonna sound stupid, but do you think you really really needed him? Because in the league, you still scored like 99 goals, won the league. But then in the Champions League, it's like I do hear like, oh, we needed him in that Real Madrid tie. We didn't win because we didn't have like a proper striker. But then surely the biggest problem in that tie was the fact you could see these 6 goals over 2 legs. Like at the end of the day, you can't really expect to go through in a Champions League knockout if you can see 6 over 2 legs. Like surely like the problem wasn't really Haaland not having Haaland in that game. Do you get what I mean? Like I feel like your defense is more of a problem in the Champions League. Because if you look at your Champions League game, it's conceded too many goals.
Yeah, but our defense was pretty much perfect till Jones got injured, and then it kind of.
Yeah, but he conceded 6 goals over 2 legs. Like,
yeah, I know, but Kyle Walker, who is one of our main defenders, especially in the Champions League, people can slander him all they want, but there was a massive difference between when he was on the pitch against Madrid and when he wasn't. We didn't concede any of them 6 with Kyle Walker on the pitch. So this is what I'm saying. It's one of them things. We were good before that. Obviously, we conceded a lot of goals. I agree. I think if you concede 6, you shouldn't go through. We've been sent out of Europe more than once after having scored 6 goals, and we've gone out like 6-6 on aggregate. So it's one of them things. I agree with you, but I don't think with our main defense that would have been.
But scoring 5 goals for 2 legs at Real Madrid is still very impressive. Like
but that's
I'm sure like you would have taken the position of the position of Real Madrid needing 2 goals in like the last 89th minute. Like at the end of the day,
if we have Haaland in that first game, there is no opportunity for Madrid to come back in the second leg.
They did. So at the end of the day,
they missed bad chances in that first leg. Though. They should have been outside. They should have been outside.
I know they did. No, I know they did. But I just think the defense as well is
you have to hold
the
defense accountable
as well.
To be honest, that game can only be blamed on the defense because of what happened and the timing of it and all that. It can only go on the defense.
And then Ederson's looking a bit shaky in Champions League. Like over the years, Ederson has been shaky in the Champions League.
He has, but the thing is, like I just think that first leg, everyone came out of that stadium pissed off after we won. You don't beat Real Madrid and come out pissed off unless it's gone the way it went. That game should have been buried in the first leg, and that's the problem.
Yeah,
so, you can argue about the defense, but the only reason why the defense collapsed is because they literally, the minute they scored 1 goal, there was a chance that they could come back and win, and that's what. Whereas if we'd have been 4-0 up or something like that, the defense aren't going to panic if they concede 1 goal because they're going to think, what are the chances that they score 5? Do you know what I mean? It's just one of them. I think.
But like I said, conceding 6 goals over 2 legs, like that is a very, very big worry. Like, and like I said, it isn't like it's the first time it's happened. Like,
it would be if we had our starting 11. It's like if you play a game without Trent and you get beat 3-0. You're not as concerned as if you play with Trent.
We've seen Trent. We've seen Trent. Yeah, we've seen Trent in the Champions League final. Of course, you get what I'm saying. He's concerned. We've seen what happened.
Shut up.
Why are you laughing? Why are you telling me shut up? I didn't lose Vinicius.
I don't know what Ryan's point is.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Why didn't I didn't leave Vinicius Jr. alone at the back stick. Why are you mad at me? You know what I'm saying? That's not on me. Why are you blaming me? You need to direct that hate towards Trent.
He's still 23. He's improved a lot defensively.
Okay, 23.
He's actually a decent defender now.
And that defending helped him against Vinicius at the
Champions
in Paris, innit?
Happens.
That helped him in Paris, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Our attack was the reason we didn't win that game because we didn't show up in attack.
Hey, hold tight. Big up your attack as well, man. All right, cool.
Trent.
You know what I'm saying? All right, if it weren't Trent, innit? It weren't the guy who lost the guy for the only goal. All right, cool. So I have a Trent agenda now.
But when it was João Cancelo in the semi.
No. Wait. Well. No, I have a Trent. Wait, I have a Trent agenda now. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, you do.
How do I have a Trent agenda? Did he not lose Vinicius Jr. at the back post for the goal?
Yeah, he did. But you said you like tried to put it all on him, whereas Robertson was arguably
I didn't put it all on him. Now I'm talking about what we're talking about now.
You said
have a Trent agenda.
Robertson was more at that fault for that goal than Trent.
Okay, cool.
Making a stupid decision to press Luka Modric when you really didn't need to.
Okay, and then you're out tracking him. If you think not tracking a man who ran straight, you know what I'm saying, and made no quality movement, that's on you then, isn't it? Cool.
Bear in mind, Trent actually played very well defensively for the rest of the game.
Okay,
against
apart
Vinicius.
but apart
Like
from that,
Vinicius
but the
didn't
key
get
one
any
he went
joy
to,
out of him one-on-one.
apart from the goal.
Apparently, Trent's one-on-one defending is terrible, even though Vinicius didn't
Yeah.
get anything out of him 1v1.
Oh,
Bro,
apart
this
from the goal.
conversation's going nowhere.
That's
Yo,
the only
man,
thing you
I'm
got.
gonna have to go, but thank you for having me on. I really do.
All right, Eagle.
Big up,
Great to
big
have
up,
you on
big
as
up,
always.
man.
Again,
Big up, big up.
EGTV and his Twitter's down in the description below, so check it out
big
as
up and down,
always.
man. Bless
Oh,
up,
And
fam.
bro,
And yo,
Say
I'm
for
doing a
jumping on.
midnight
Big up, big
show.
up, man.
I'm doing a midnight show, Neil. If you want to jump on, talk about Tillemans, I'd really appreciate it. Let me know if you're available. If you're not going to sleep,
I'm
obviously.
going bed, bro. I can't lie. I got
No
work
way,
early in the
no.
morning, but another time, let me know.
100%. We need to have a show one day. But yeah,
Big
you
up,
guys have a
big
good
up,
one.
yeah.
Peace out. Guys.
Take care, my guy. Big up
Cool, man.
yourself.
In a bit.
Love.
And yo, this super chat
Big
is
up,
real,
man.
man. Bit large up Timo for the super chat. He says, "My
Yeah,
man here put
Fata
Italy in a
says-
spliff." Go on, fam.
My man put Italy in a spliff. Put some
Nah,
respect
energy,
on my
fam, Lewis.
pride.
Don't do that. Nah. Energy,
It's,
man.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
one. It's one.
Energy,
I ain't got
man.
energy for him. Put some respect on my client. Stay in your R9 lane, Lewis. Lewis said R9 the whole season while we were in the stands, still being patient on the bench. Didn't he get like 4 league goals in the season?
I don't
But
know
like
why
I said,
today.
Bro,
Which one-
get
Lewis,
Southampton
which
man out of here, bruv. I ain't got time for it. But big up for the 2
Did
goals
Lukaku,
against
has
Italy.
Lukaku made a clutch decoy run in a Champions League final before? Like, respect it, innit?
Look at Ryan's smirk.
Your second Champions League,
Has
you
he
know,
played in a
and he made a
Champions
clutch decoy run.
Lukaku deadass has more final
does.
goals than
He made a
Timo
decoy
Werner,
run.
and he ain't even a big
Great.
game player. So
But a clutch decoy run, man. Like, respect it, innit?
That being said, like Lukaku is a
great,
runner.
Sign him.
exactly.
You might
Beat
not
me
have won
to
your
it.
second Champions League. Your second Champions League, the biggest trophy in club football, you know. And he made that clutch decoy run for the winning goal. Like, you got to respect it.
He also missed
Without
2
that,
big
that goal
chances in the
doesn't
first
happen.
15 minutes.
Ryan, what are you on about?
It happens. But
He's
without
Ryan,
that
man.
decoy
I'm
run, you
saying,
might
Neil.
not win that
You
game.
ain't new here.
the
It's
point.
Ryan. It's Ryan, man. You ain't new here. They don't have to be a player.
Nah, I mean, in all seriousness, Werner is. In all
I'm trying to
seriousness,
shut him
Werner
up.
is very shit in it. Like, I do know.
Just mute
I
him.
do
innit?
know
You just
Werner
tune
is
him out,
very
fam.
shit, but, like,
Mute his messages. That's what I
Respect
do
the
all the
decoy
time.
run,
Just
man.
ignore him, innit? I
The
ignore him all the
adverts on
time.
radio. Just, oh, shit.
Yeah, I ignore him all the time. You know what I'm saying? Just put him on mute on my WhatsApp. Mute the Shameless FC group chat. Just mute him.
Oh, you do have me on mute on WhatsApp.
Yeah,
Ah,
of
makes
course.
sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah. You think I was ignoring you on accident? That
But
Lewis
also-
message me, I'm gonna respond. You
Nah,
know what I'm saying?
Joe,
I don't know why you're putting up. Big up Indonesia, man. Last 24 of the Asia Cup. Let's go.
Big up. You
Surprised
know,
you're not
even
bigging
though,
up that
even
one.
though,
You put a super chat for that.
Hey, the thing is, Timo didn't even know it was the Asia Cup final because I asked him, "Is it a friendly?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's a friend." He didn't even know it was a qualifier. He was like, "It's a friendly." And then someone in the chat was like, "It's a qualifier." I was like, "This fraud."
Lol.
Hey, Timo, you absolute. But then again, you stand Timo Werner and Russell Westbrook in the LA Lakers, so you know it tells you all you need to know.
What, LA Lakers shit as well?
Oh, Lakers are trash, fam.
Werner
You know what I'm
has
saying?
kind of justified his
They're
price tag.
under my team.
The
Yours-
Lakers are trash.
They're not
He
as
was
my
about
trash.
to play him.
My team is trash too, but the Lakers are trash. This is not what we're doing. The Lakers are trash. You telling me they are? They aren't.
Don't trash my team.
Yeah, no, sure, Yan. You know what I'm saying? You don't even watch them. That's how trash they are. And you be up late.
Every time I watch them, we win.
Yeah, well, you didn't watch them enough. innit?
Winter Surfer says, "Hey,
Clearly watch-
Fata, up
clearly didn't
yours.
watch him
Your
enough this
client's an
season."
abomination to this club." Werner makes Ryan's opinions look competent. Big up to Jan and Neil.
Wow. Wow.
That's
Big
some
up, Ryan.
violent super
Hey,
chat,
hey,
bro.
hey, Ryan, hold that, fam.
I thought he was
There's
complimenting
so
me.
much. Oh my
Hold that,
God.
you pussy.
There's so
Hold
much
that,
in
fam.
that super chat.
Hold that.
Jesus.
I love that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my guy Surfer. Hold that,
You
Ryan.
man clearly don't respect clutch decoy runs, innit? I'm just
We
saying.
don't
like
respect you.
Yeah, we don't respect you.
Why don't you respect Mo
Lewis-
Salah, bro? How about that?
Lewis,
Yeah.
bro, just think. You were in Porto.
Man
You
beat
were
me
in
to
the
the joke, you
stadium.
know.
You were in
I'm
the
so
stadium.
pissed
You
off.
witnessed that
I'm
goal.
so
It, you were
We're
prob-
just
it was
on
probably
that same
lynched
shit,
you.
man.
That doesn't happen without the decoy run.
So annoying. yo.
Nice. I
can't
witnessed
believe I
Nish
got
beat
Batshuayi
you. I'm on that same
score
shit.
against West Brom to win us a
I'm
league.
really
I
pissed
still
off.
hate
Yo.
him.
That was my
This
goal,
is
man.
Champions League final, bro. Your second Champions League.
Oh man, took the ball off my foot. I'm so pissed. Oh
And
my
then put
god.
it, tap in.
Werner has probably justified his price tag just
Look
Look,
for
at
he's
that
him,
still
man.
decoy
waffling.
run.
Back in
Look
the
at
net.
him. He's still waffling about it. You know what I'm saying?
He's not even listening.
He ain't paying no attention. Now he's froze. Look at him.
You're right,
You know what I'm saying?
Why are you bringing Jan
Sure,
into
man.
this? Jan ain't
Sure,
listening.
man. This ain't a stream for that. Don't ask Jan how she is.
Oh,
Hour and
my
45 minutes in.
gosh.
Don't do that. And 2, we don't care. So sure, man. You know what I'm saying?
And
Carry on,
third, you got aired anyway.
yeah, you got aired, didn't it? She don't want to hear your shit. That's what it is.
You put her to sleep, bruv.
Yeah, facts. She heard you mumbling on about something. You know,
Don't need
droning
no
on.
meditation. Just need Ryan when
Facts.
she's off.
Just need Ryan talking in it about anything. You know what I'm saying? Nah,
Yeah.
bro, you know what it is.
That's good.
Fucking hell. Now, big up Winter Surfer anyway.
Bad up, Surfer.
I don't even think there's anything else to go through, so we probably can just wrap up the stream here. It's been an hour 45. But yeah,
There was something
big
that I
up.
forgot, isn't it?
That's
was that?
fine.
Boo-hoo. Oh,
But we done. You done the awards show
There
and
was
stuff.
something back for.
No, we never even got through to that. There weren't enough people on, so we just left that.
We'll do that. We'll do
Oh,
that
we could have done
eventually.
that this week. We'll do that next week or something.
You know
Next
what?
week.
We'll do it. Now we'll do it in person when we all link up and Ryan's on holiday. We'll run it then. Let's do it then.
What? Run
Sure,
what?
man.
We'll run the awards. Nice of you to join
Like,
us, Jan. You know what I'm saying?
Shameless awards.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. Oh,
That
Sure,
would be
man.
fun.
Ryan,
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
No one cares, man.
Nice
Sure.
one.
Even your Wi-Fi don't want to
Oh,
hear
sorry.
you, man. Sure. Oh, sorry. Oh.
Fucking all right. But yeah, we'll wrap up the stream
Guys are
here.
a mess, yo.
Big up everyone that's locked in. Everyone's Twitters and social medias and YouTube channels are down in the description below, so check it out. Probably going to be back tomorrow for another live. Oh wait, Faz dropped another super chat. We'll leave you the Danish Maldini 1 minute. We are actually not doing that because
Man, no,
yeah,
no,
look
let's
at
do
you.
1 minute
You're
silence,
getting
bro.
your song ready as well, you dickhead. I ain't even giving you the satisfaction. Put your damn phone down.
Put me full
Taking a
screen,
piss.
bruv.
Dinishin says Liverpool
was
should have
going for
bought
the song as
Lukaku
well.
instead of Nunez. Damn right. But yeah, that'll be our stream topics for tomorrow. We'll talk about Lukaku. Could reload Agenda FC as well. I think, yeah, probably.
Oh shit, what we do for
Kante.
Agenda FC? What we got?
This
I
man
fuck
here.
it. Seeing as we got all these waffle merchants on Twitter, we'll do this Kante discussion or some shit. Fuck it.
Kante. Brilliant.
Yeah,
Hey,
Golo. We'll run that.
Ryan, you're not invited. But yeah, let's run it. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking Chelsea.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Let's
yeah,
go.
big up everyone that's locked in. As always, smash the like and subscribe button. We'll leave you with the Danish Maldini. And until the next stream, take care, like and subscribe. And as always, up the Chelsea.
Make sure you're a Barcelona player.